Hello, hi, hey, hello, hey, good morning to you. Welcome aboard. Welcome. Hi, hope everybody's doing okay. Wake up, wakey. It's time for some IMSA endurance. This morning we are at beautiful Road Atlanta in Brazelton, GA. Looking forward to this one. This should be a lot of fun. I am with Ryan, who is right here over my shoulder. Ryan has a little icon now, so all of you who were like, who the heck is talking? I don't know who's talking. I don't understand. Well, Dee got help from Ruska on how to do the Discord thing, and now Ryan has an icon under my right shoulder here, right over there. And
Right
yeah,
there.
right over there. You
Lighting
see?
up.
It's lighting up. So anytime Ryan talks, it lights up. So there you go. So now you know who Ryan is.
There we go.
He's
Good morning.
a picture. What is your picture of anyways? I just kind of see the
That's
pink in it.
that's a good question. I believe it's a person playing a guitar. It was just a picture that I found when I first got on Discord that I liked and said, that seems
That
like a good
that'll
profile
do.
icon picture.
That'll suffice.
Yeah.
Okay, well there you go. That's Ryan for you. You're starting and finishing. I'm running the middle. So you're in the
Yes.
car twice. I'm in the car once today. Pretty
I
straightforward
remembered that
stuff.
I have an emergency cutoff button on my wheel, and
Yes.
that was the reason I didn't have any force feedback last time.
Yeah, when we were at
So
Sebring and I had to run the double. Yeah.
yes, so
So
that won't happen again.
yeah, so Ryan will be running both 2 stints and I'll be running one. So yeah, that's the plan. So that's the plan, Stan. Get them good cameras going there. But yeah, so because this is multi-class, I should probably explain that the ticker looks a little different tonight, or today, or this morning, or whenever you're watching. Our class is the cars in red. So see all those numbers at the bottom of the screen, and now they're in 3 distinct colors. There's yellow, which is going to pop up right. Not now, apparently. Okay. But there will be numbers in yellow. That is the GTP class, the prototypes. That's the Acura, the Porsche, the Cadillac, and the BMW. And then there is the LMP2 class. There's a good chance we probably won't race any LMP2s, but they will be in the they'll be in the blue. That's the word. Yeah, so they're the blue numbers at the bottom of the screen. We're the GT3 class or GTD class. We're in red. So we're the slowest class, but you know, this is what we drive. This is double blue. And we're at Road Atlanta, which is not.
Ooh.
Whoa! There we go.
That was unexpected.
Maybe give the tires a lap to get warmed up before attacking it that hard.
New car for you.
Yep, threw it in a little hard there,
All
I
right,
guess.
it's practice. Doesn't matter.
Yep.
But yeah, we're the GT3
If
class,
you want to take some
GTD.
warm-up laps at some point, feel free.
Do you want me
Or
to? I
or let
mean,
me know.
you're starting.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's cool. I do want to like do a quick quali sim.
Yeah, you do what you want. I ran some laps before, so.
All right.
So, yeah. So Ryan's getting at it. I'm really just gonna be sitting around doing not much to start this race. Just sitting around shooting the breeze. Hope everybody's doing good. Everybody have a good Saturday. LMP2 is gonna LMP2. Car looks fine.
Yep.
I hope you had a great Saturday. I had a good Saturday. All I did was sleep. All I did was sleep. I just sat home and slept. Just telling everybody about how for Saturday, I'm gonna go with voice activation on Discord. It's gonna make shit a lot easier for me. I don't know why I don't do it in the first place. Oh wait, I remember why I don't do it in the first place. I don't like having any possible interruptions mid thought.
Yeah.
So the stream would hear it anyways, but no, I was just telling the stream that I had a beautiful Saturday. Literally just sat at
Nice.
home, woke up late, went to the grocery store, went to get gas, went and took another 3-hour nap, then woke up, got some bubble tea, got some Harveys, and then I took a shower and went to bed, basically. Oh, Ryan!
Starting off the day. I'm
Get
just
it
getting all
all out
these
of
out
your
the way
system.
now.
Yeah, get it out of your
Yeah.
system and practice.
Yeah. Yep.
But no, I had a really nice Saturday,
That's
just
good.
chilling, relaxing. Except these couple of guys, they were up to no good. They started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got
Yeah,
one
what
little
little fight?
fight, and my mom got scared. She said, "You're living with your auntie and uncle in Bel Air." Fresh Prince of Bel Air was a great show.
Streaming live from the Bel Air bedroom.
Damn right. You remember the episode where Will got shot and Carlton showed up to Will's bedside with a gun and was going to shoot the people that were shooting him? That episode was raw. Fresh Prince of Bel Air was actually like really, it went hard sometimes. Like it
It
really
was a good
did.
show.
Yeah, it was great. But like it had some moments where it was like, oh, we're going to go way ham with like the like angles on it. Like Will's deadbeat dad. That one was great. Where like he was like, "Oh, I'll get you next time," and he's just like, "Yeah, that's cool." Lou, like denounces his father, and then he gets in this like big like monologue speech, and apparently it was a real speech. Like Will Smith like literally didn't rehearse it, and he ended it with just like, "How come you don't want me, man?" And they have that big hug at the end. God, that was so
Oh
good.
yeah. Oh, yep. I remember that one.
God, Fresh Prince of Bel Air was dope.
It was a good show. I definitely watched a lot of it.
I apparently live in 1993 because I just used the words, "The Fresh Prince of Bel Air was dope." Had those fat
Well, I mean,
beats.
it's an accurate phrase.
I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play the theme song on my boombox.
Oh my.
Okay. All right. Okay.
People are just having fun here now.
I'm getting some real CTMP vibes from this race.
No, that's not gonna happen again.
No, I refuse. No, I refuse. So, yeah. Get your queue. You might not. You know what? Can we switch run groups? We can switch
Yeah,
run
that's a
groups.
good idea.
Maybe switch run groups so that you can get some laps in.
Yeah.
I know you won't get the multi-class in, but at least then we'll be clean.
And you know, it's not a huge issue if I don't get a ton of laps.
Yeah, that's fine.
We'll just switch to 2. There's
Yeah.
nobody in 2.
That works. We typically vibe on Sunday mornings, so
Yes. I'm a big fan of just vibes.
yeah. The car's got damage still. You need a reset.
Oh, weird. Okay.
Yep, you got no front clip.
Fresh car.
There you go. Oh wait, no, I still see you with damage. That's weird.
We'll hit the request
New
new
car
car
for you.
button here.
I still see you with the. You know what? It'll probably update. It's weird.
Yeah.
Weird graphical bug.
Looks okay from in the car.
It looks fine. I bet you it is, but on my end it's weird. I bet you when you pass the start finish line, it'll fix itself or something. New damage model being weird.
Oh, my and now my pit limiter button is weird.
Oh no. Jeez, aren't we a mess
Fresh
this
car.
morning?
I know.
But yeah, I had a nice Saturday. And I was going to paint a car, and I had the template open and everything, and I was about to start working on it, and I realized I didn't have any ideas as to what to make the car. I was going to make a new Super Formula last night, and I was watching wrestling on the other monitor, and I was trying to think of a car to paint, and I couldn't come up with anything. And then I remembered I had this little used sponsor that I used on some BMWs that I used to run, like right when I quit running the league that I ran, called Datacom Communications, which is like, I wanted to have the most vaguely corporate ass name for like a brand that like
Datacom is, yeah.
Datacom Communications, and like when people would be like, "What the fuck is that supposed to be?" I'd be like, "Well, you
Nothing and
see,
everything.
Datacom Communications facilitates communications to use data to communicate with the data to synergize your workplace to, you know, run ideas up the flagpole to circle back in this corporate world using
Make
AI."
sure you're ready for business on a go-forward basis.
Yeah, ready for basis. Modern problems require modern solutions. Datacom Communications is all about modern solutions using data. Like just like the most stupid bullshit, like way over the top thoughts. And yeah, so basically I made a kanji version of that logo, and that's what I have mocked up for my super farm. I'm gonna paint it sometime today, I think. I gotta make a bunch of graphics. I gotta make the weekly graphics. So Sunday is like my graphics day, is usually when I make all the graphics for the week. So it's kind of a throwback to when I used to operate the league. I do all my oh, your car just fixed itself on my screen. So yeah, mid
Yeah,
straight
there you
away.
go.
Um, I usually make our schedule graphic. I usually make our night before and night of graphics that go out on socials. I now added a Twitch story graphic, so if you follow me on Twitch, which by the way, hit that follow button. It's right over there. Right over there.
Do
Hit
it.
it.
Hit that follow button.
Hit that follow button. It's right there. We're at 87 followers. We're so close to 100. We're so close. Okay, we're not really close, but like we're close. So.
Closer than 86.
Oh, we got a chat bot. Hang on, I gotta deal with this dipshit. Hello, sorry for bothering you. I want to offer promotion to your channel. Blah 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 blah. Block. And how do I delete the message?
Oh boy, that
ban. There we
turn
go.
one.
All right, there we go. I took care of it. You really gotta like let the tires warm up, Ryan.
I know. I know. Well, we're getting them out of the way now.
Okay. All right. But yeah, we're so close to 100 followers on Twitch. When we get 100 followers, I think what I might do is if we get it before the All-Star race, which is very possible. I mean, that's middle of May, so like less than a month, a little less than a month from now. If we get to 100 followers by then, the off week for NIS, because NIS doesn't do the All-Star race, right? I might do a viewer's choice for a special edition of Tuesday Night iRacing where I'll let the followers pick what I do for Tuesday Night iRacing for Thursday, if that makes any sense. Like a Thursday version of that, but with everybody else picking it. So if you ever want to see me,
Thursday.
Yeah, exactly. It's a special Thursday edition of Tuesday Night iRacing. Basically, if you want to see me do dirt, that's your opportunity. That's maybe the only time you'll ever see me do it.
Oh no. Oh no.
Keep in mind, I don't have a dirt road license. I'm still in rookies on dirt road. So if you've ever wanted to see D drive the trucks, that's probably the time you'll see it. Like the NASCAR trucks. Because I don't like the way they drive on iRacing. So, at least on big tracks, it's just throttle and turn. Okay. But yeah, it's Road Atlanta. I have gotten warmer to Road Atlanta, but I'm still not a big fan of Road Atlanta. I know you're biased because you live close to it, so
That's true.
this is not the case. But for me, I just think of it as like American motorsport.
Yeah, I'd say that's
Very similarly
yeah,
designed.
pretty accurate. Yeah.
The hairpin's a little wider. It's not an S's section going into the final corner, but they're very similarly shaped. They're undulating, if I can use a big
Yes.
word. They're undulating.
They're both fairly narrow.
Narrow, yeah. But Road Atlanta gets a pass because Pano's owned it, so everyone's like, oh no, Mosport's too narrow for multi-class. Oh no, can't do it, can't do it. And then it's like, well, what about Road Atlanta? And they're like, no, Don Pano's Petit Le Mans. No, no, no. Hey, we posted a time. We're on the board.
uh, Geez. Okay, it's the quali setup. I definitely was not
Okay.
spinning on turn one like this during practice on the full fuel setup.
Yeah.
So nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about here.
This is the queue setup. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. As long as you've told me that it's the queue setup, that's good. So what's everybody else up to today? Any big plans for your Sunday? I got laundry to do. Graphics and laundry. That's what I got lined up for today.
I'm gonna watch the Masters later.
The Masters, right. It's going down in Augusta.
That's right. That's right.
That
It's time for the Masters update.
I'm so sad that
Speed.
that's only on the Thursday and the Friday because it's a radio show. But the Chris, oh, I didn't know who it is. It's some guy out of Memphis. Um, he does a Masters update where he starts it off with like the pageantry and the beautiful Augusta National, the
Really,
azaleas and
he says hello friends at some
hello
point.
friends. Yeah, he imitates Jim Nance and is like hello friends, pimentos and cheese, fathers and sons. And then it's like this like big like fancy like, you know, like very like you've watched the Master. Everybody's watched a bit of the Masters at some point. And it's just like very like, oh, everything's so perfect at the Masters. Not a blade of grass out of step. Amazing. You know.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you wrecked again. But like it's this like big like fancy
Okay.
like 3-minute intro of like it is a tradition unlike any other, and then he just
Hmm.
goes drop that beat, and it just plays hard in the paint, the instrumental to hard in the paint, just over and over and over again, and he's just in a green jacket with 4 mascots behind him, just screaming out like Bryson DeChambeau 3 under.
20 feet out to under. Yeah, yeah.
The best was
I was walking around all morning yesterday morning
it's going
going,
down
what's
in
going
Augusta.
down at Augusta?
Every fucking time. Every year. It's the only
Oh,
way
funny.
it's the only thing I give a fuck about the Masters, to be honest with you, is the goddamn I think it's Chris Vanini is the name of the radio show host in Memphis. Literally just doing his Masters
Yes.
updates on the Thursday and Friday.
He struck comedy gold with that one.
Oh, it's great. It's fucking great. The best is last year it was like it's PGA versus live. Like just like and like he's just all like just going off on live.
The mascots in the
The
background too
mascots is great because when you
absolutely
realize
kill
the one is the actual Memphis Grizzlies mascot,
it.
it's great. It's fucking great. Yeah, 9:57. May as well just wait for the server to switch over. 2 hours and 40 minutes of Road Atlanta. You remember when they did during COVID? They had to run the 6 hour The Glen at Road Atlanta. That was weird.
That was before I got into endurance racing, so I missed that one.
Okay. So IMSA COVID season was weird because like the 24 hours of Daytona went off, right? Like it was pre-COVID, right? So it was just whatever. And I had plans to go to Mid Ohio because Mid Ohio still had a round. I was going to go to Mid Ohio, Mosport, and Watkins Glen, and they the COVID happened, right? So COVID happens, and then the second round of the season was at Daytona again, but on July 4th, because that was the first year that NASCAR didn't race the Pepsi 400 on July 4th weekend. And it just so happened to work out that the track was free. So they're like, we're going to do IMSA at Daytona on July 4th weekend. It worked out. Um, and then they ran like a 240 at Sebring. So it was a 240 at Daytona and then a 240 at Sebring.
Weird.
And it was weird. It was super weird. Like they went to like they they ran the Roval. They ran the Charlotte Roval for one of the GT only races because GT only was at Lime Rock and they couldn't get into Lime Rock. And New York State also wasn't letting racing take place, so they had to go to Road Atlanta to run the 6 hour. And because of the way that the schedule worked out, they ran the 6 hour IMSA WeatherTech race on the Saturday and ran the 4 hour Michelin Pilot race as the undercard on the Sunday. So the
Uh,
headliner was the Saturday, and then the undercard was the Sunday. It was super weird.
that is weird.
And then they finished. So then they came back for Petite, but Petite was not the finale. They had to
What?
go. Yeah, they had to. They didn't run Petite, and they went to Sebring for the 12 hour that was supposed to take place in March, but it got canceled like the week prior. So they ended up running the 12 hours of Sebring in like November. And I went, this is a better finish to the season than like Sebring actually vibes better in November than it does in March. And everybody's like, you're sacrilege. You can't say that. COVID was weird.
COVID was weird. That was a
COVID,
strange
COVID
time.
was so weird. But luckily it's over.
Yes.
We beat COVID. COVID's
That's right.
completely eradicated. We hell dove COVID and got rid of it all. We did not. You should still be careful about COVID. Anyways, 10 p.m. or 10 p.m. Whoa, whole day flew by. 10 a.m. It's time to IMSA.
10 p.m. Everyone's favorite race start time.
Yep, that's when the Truck Series finale is every fucking year
Ugh.
because the TV partner doesn't care. Alrighty, race.
We are clicking race.
We are clicking race. Also, a little thing that I noticed on the setup is that the TC is only a 4, so you could turn up the TC if you're struggling with it swinging out.
I may roll the brake bias forward a little bit.
That works too.
Yeah. Or
I
maybe
don't
turn the TC up.
I don't want
We'll
to
see.
switch to the safe set though. Safe set it seems like a little too.
Yeah, the race set seemed fine.
Yeah.
This is a quali set thing.
Yeah, for sure. What's going on, chat? None of you are saying anything. Is it too early? Y'all like, oh, it's too early. I can't chat. It's too early. I see you. You're watching. I see ya.
Mhm.
It's all right. I'll do the talking for both of us. Oh, okay. There you go. Oh, wait, that's
That's
you.
that's that's just me.
That's literally you. God damn it, Ryan.
I'm just warming it up. Just
All right.
warming it
Yeah,
up,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Just
yeah.
breaking the ice a little bit.
Adding some social lubricant to the chat.
There you go.
I'm drinking a Monster Ultra Strawberry Dreams.
Ooh.
One day I'll stop drinking energy drinks, but today is not that day. We are in a weird. We're in a P2 GTD split.
What? That
There's
usually doesn't happen.
we're we're in a P2 GTD split. There's no
Everyone,
LMP1. There's no GTPs.
everyone loves the P2.
Yeah, because they're afraid of driving in the rain. We have in our team or in our server, we have, let's see if we know anybody here. I don't believe I know anybody in here. We have Rich Energy Crypto.com Stake F1 team in here.
Valtteri Bottas is turning laps.
Yeah, with William Story on his side. We have a team just called Alpha. Delta Cubes will never die, whatever that means. DDA
Grizzly Racing Team.
Walbuquerque? That's a great name. DDA Walbuquerque.
Albuquerque.
Left. Weather, partly cloudy. 70.4 Fahrenheit in air
Hellnick Academy, Hellnick Racing Academy Blue, which we are better because we are double.
That's right.
And
That's twice as much blue.
Yes. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Impulse, you're racing with us. I
That's
only
it for the
have one
practice.
icon, I think. I need to fix this. I have a new thing.
Yeah,
Okay, I think I need to change this real quick. 1 second.
doing this extremely last second.
Yeah. Let me just change this real quick. I don't think Impulse is in our split, so...
No, I'm in a P2, so I probably with.
Actually,
higher.
believe it or not,
we have some P2s.
we are
yeah?
in a P2 GTD split.
Oh, you're probably one below me then. I'm in I got 2200 GT3s
Mm,
and 2K GTPs.
that's
Should be
weird.
fun.
That's wild.
Stupid ACC screwed up all my race lab stuff because I have to change monitors all the time.
Nah. So yeah, Impulse is not in our server, but he's gonna hang with us for the race. So he's running a different split. So righty, qualifying.
Yeah, we're gonna turn that TC up just a bit for the quality.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for pointing it out.
We supposed to have rain this race?
No, it's like
No.
0% chance of rain, which is good, as evident by the Tuesday night race that I did, where it went very poorly.
I'm still yet to run an official in rain.
GT
I've ran some hosted, but no officials.
GT3 Open was at Monza with rain this week, and it was like way too wet. I was like, this is way too wet. But no, they sent us in it, and it sucked.
Yeah, so far it's really just been the 12 hours of Sebring that I've done.
Yeah, I wrecked on lap 1 or lap 2 of that GT3 race. I was like, oh no, it's terrible.
Yeah, I didn't get to do that much rain. One transition from dry to wet, and a little bit of wet to dry. That's about it. So
yeah, it was like full wet.
Pascal got stuck doing most of that driving in the rain.
Mm. So Ryan's qualifying right now. Just gonna mute my microphone real quick so that we don't bother him too much. So yeah, Ryan's gonna start. I'm gonna get in the car, run 45 minutes or so.
Call this first lap the banker lap.
Yeah,
And then,
that's my strategy also.
And then, hopefully, Ryan will take it to the end.
Strategy, yeah.
Okay, Ryan put in a banker. Thank you, Reska. Much appreciated, friend. Thank you, thank you. Hopefully, we have a good run tonight. Today. Tonight? Today. This morning? I don't know. But thank you. Appreciate it. We'll give it a try. I'm only in the car once. Ryan's in it twice, so I just gotta keep it rolling. We're in a weird GTD LMP2 split. There's no GTPs. So that's kind of a new weird experience for me. I don't think I've ever had that. So, or if we did, we haven't had it since the GTPs have come in. So, yeah, it's kind of weird. Like here, look, I'm not messing with you. Look at that. Not yellow to be seen. So weird.
Appears I might have one Jackie P. Matthews in my session.
Oh.
Gentlemen,
Whoa!
A private message.
Final Grid Spot just followed.
Thank you so
All
much,
right.
Final Grit Spot, for the follow. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Want to give you a wave. Hello, thank you.
Almost.
I remembered I have buttons to do
so
things.
just missed the
So thank you.
19.
I gained 7/10 and gained 1 position.
Oh, you got the same kind of
car.
split. Okay, so we're not the only ones. Yeah.
That's the way it goes sometimes.
Good running, Ryan. Good job.
Thank you.
You linked 2 laps together. That's great.
Exactly, yeah.
I
Is
kid.
that TC tip? Is that TC tip?
I told you.
It did feel a lot better. in
Listen,
turn
I've constantly made the joke.
one.
I've constantly made the joke that I am a am in any grouping that I'm with. So I'm always the am. So people are like, "Oh, the GT3s are boring. GT3s have too many assists. GT3s have ABS. It's not fun." I'm like, "Nah, give me all that shit. I am cosplaying as a billionaire who is
There
gonna
you
get
go.
my thrills, okay? This is what I am doing." Okay.
That's the way it is for us bronze drivers.
Exactly. My driver rating is aluminum. Okay, like it is. Reska, I got a whole mess of
E9
things
to
I
start
can
the
do. I
race.
can do this, and I can do this, and I can do this, which is whenever
So
you annoy me about my button box.
Bear Friend Racing or whatever the
I'm
what
fine.
was it? What was the name of that team?
Mr.
At
Bear Family Racing.
Mr. Bear. Mr.
Nice.
Bear. No, Mr. Bear.
No, Mr. Bear.
We do have Grizzly Racing Team.
Oh no, that's the Pokemon evolution of it.
Mr. Bear into Grizzly Racing.
Yeah, at level 18 it evolves into Grizzly Racing, and then at level 36 it evolves into
There you go.
it evolves into Super Bear. I don't know.
Turbo Bear.
Turbo Bear. That has like a turbo on its head somehow.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm sorry, Reska, I have to. It's
Have
one of
any
my
real
favorite
fun
bits.
team names in here? It's all serious names.
Oh, don't get
Team
me wrong.
Phoenix,
Like
4X Racing Orange.
we have a 4X British American Racing. We have
Do you have the Cat Empire?
no,
That's
but
kinda
that sounds
cool.
amazing. Cat
Nice.
Empire, sign me up. We have richenergycrypto.com stake F1 team.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
As always.
And we got Acona de Vela.
Oh, GTPs are only 2.5 seconds quicker than us.
See, this is
GT3s appear to be about 10 seconds slower.
we do have our fair share of Racing Academy team safety. Okay, team safety dating is pretty good. Team safety dating is a
Get
good
P14
team
or
name.
higher to gain I rating. This is 2 hours 40, about 100 laps. Race with 46
Vivio
joint gear.
SFR Italia.
2 minutes, gridding time. Keep cool out there.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, they have a sound clip for that.
Oh,
1
yeah?
minute,
Yeah.
40 seconds left.
Gente is like Ferrari.
There you go.
I like Ferrari.
There we go. All right. I'm
There
on
you go.
Discord. I have a soundboard. This is a bad deal. This is a bad idea.
Did I pick a setup that has full fuel?
Alrighty, Ryan. Good luck, friend.
Thank you.
We're gonna chase you. Bring the camera down a little bit. There we go.
All right, we have full fuel.
Okay, so just real quick, just another reminder for the chat, because this is the first time we've had the ticker for a multi-class race. I just need to stress, we are racing the
I might
cars
not
with
have my
red
paint
numbers. There will
on
be
the
cars
track in
with
France
blue
yet.
numbers.
Oh
Those are the
no.
LMP2 classes.
No
That's
sell
the
goods?
that's the big fancy prototype looking
No,
ones.
Oh yeah, no, that was the
MP2.
GT3, yeah.
But we are in the
Hope we
GT
can
class,
take
so
like
we
a
are
good
running
No, just my
the
custom yellow.
GTs.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we are
One
racing the
that I've
other
had
red
forever.
cars on the ticker at the bottom of the
30
screen. It'll
seconds
show up
remaining.
eventually, but that's who we're battling against.
Oh no, it's some other BPM
Pace
paint.
car about to go.
Hey Ryan,
Apparently we
remember,
drove a
get
red
into a
and
rhythm.
pink
Yep.
car at some point.
Got a long way to go.
Yep, yep.
Pace car on the
Just
roll.
be smart, you know. Let's not push it.
Oh yeah.
We already have a GTP spun out and crashed ahead of us as we leave the line. Oh. And at least two that towed.
This car in front of us is running a very similar color set for their livery, it seems like.
Not really.
Oh no, Jackie's one of the cars that towed.
It looks
Oh
like it.
no.
The beige. Oh no, no. That's
Not Jackie, no. Jackie, of course, racing for Taylor Mills Racing, who owes me royalties for how often they were on the stream back at Montreal. Got their sponsors plenty of airtime. Need some of that certifiably fresh money at some point. Us and Taylor Mills have like a weird relationship where we're friendly with one another and we do race against one another occasionally, but usually we're always in the GT class and they're always in the prototype class, so that's how it seems to work out.
They do seem to be big prototype fans over there.
Yeah, and like we've tried the prototype stuff before and we're doing it again for the Race for a Cure 24 or Race for a Cause 24. I keep calling it Race for a Cure, but it's not a cancer thing, it's a society thing. We're doing P2 in that, but like I firmly believe that we're just the GT team at this point. Like we are firmly GTs. And I'm fine with that. Prefer that.
I enjoy GTs more.
I'm in whatever car other people will drive.
That's true too. I mean, that's a factor as well for me.
I'm also becoming a diva and I have to race in a Porsche. So.
Can I introduce you to a little Porsche called a 963?
I've tried it. I've been running it with Amy, but prototypes just I don't like them.
Depends on the for me, it really depends on the track.
Yeah, I've been running Global Endurance with her, and it hasn't been the best. But that might just be a thing like that. Anyways, good luck, Ryan. Green flag.
This is a real loose gig, real loose grid.
All right. Watch out. One more on the left.
Someone's driving a Spike the Dragon livery that looks really good.
Oh, trapped on the inside here.
All right. Now you can come in.
Oh, that was an awful start.
It's all right. We'll get it back. We'll get it back.
Yep.
Mini Sector 8 slow. That's in Sector 3.
Okay.
Buddy, don't try driving like that first lap.
So we lost some spots in the opening lap, but we'll be all right. Ryan just needs to get into a rhythm, and then we'll be in good shape. Ticker is doing ticker things again. Ticker hates races. Hi, how's it going? Welcome aboard, sailor. Ephonia. Is that how I pronounce it? Emphonia? And Ephonia, yeah. Yeah, that's how you pronounce it. Okay, so where are we sitting? We are... We're in class. I don't know where we're sitting. I'm doing good. I'm doing okay. Oh, I know why that's not turning over. It's because I have the camera menu open.
Appear to be driving a much higher down.
P12 at the moment.
Really suffering. On
Okay,
the
good.
back
I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did. I'll leave the
that
relative
PT looks
up.
messed up.
Because it is. I'll leave the relative up until the ticker fixes itself. It will eventually. I could actually. What if I tried closing it and reopening it? Let's try doing that. So I closed it. Now. Come on.
This guy's got way more tops.
Come on. Come on. Damn ticker. I'm like this close to signing up for race laps just to get the ticker that they have.
Oh,
I don't know why I have
wrecking
so
on the
many
front straight.
trouble or so much trouble with the ticker on our stream. Ooh, that Porsche really tried to throw it in there on you. Luckily he didn't.
Yeah.
It's alright. Keep at it. They'll come to you. Yeah, I'm not too concerned about our opening run pace. We'll see how it goes. I think a lot of these people are going to start messing up, so... Yeah, I think it's just the ticker itself, yeah. Because it's frustrating because, like, I love the way it looks, and it's really clean and good, and it's got real good, like it's just very clean on the overlay, and it fits really well, and it works really good for the NASCAR stuff. But, like, it's really just difficult to... Oof, Ryan... buddy. Okay. Is really good for like the NASCAR stuff, but like it breaks like every week. It's that was close.
Yeah.
All right.
Fortune friend decided to be sensible
Yeah.
and not go too wide through the S's there.
Finally. A sensible GT3. I mean, I could say a sensible LMP2, a sensible GTP. Yeah, it's always when we go to race, which is like the important part. You know, the part that actually kind of matters. So weird. Ooh. He really threw it in that time. Let me do this.
Sector quickest.
Oh! I fixed my ticker. Yay. I figured out what to do. I figured it out. Okay? Here's what you gotta do. You gotta hit... You gotta...
Oh,
You
so
have
much carnage
to...
the first lap. The Prototypes are catching the GTs.
You have to turn off the ticker that you have up. So like disable all the tickers. Hit refresh in OBS because you know how you have that like row of whatever that says properties, filters, interact, refresh. Like hit refresh there and then hit it again and then it shows up. There you go. So there we go. We fixed the ticker. Ticker's fixed. Sort of ish. It was fixed. It's looking very spotty at the moment, but it's fixed. It's cycling, so there we go. We fixed it. There, I fixed it. So we should be showing up at the bottom of this in sand, in our sand color for PIXELCAR Racing.
Sector was best.
When it does, so...
Oh my god.
Ooh.
I'm dead.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Green sector.
Porsche decided that it would be really good to rejoin the track at the bridge at the top corner.
Oh, that's a terrible spot.
Weather alert.
And I
Track
rolled
temp has jumped
and finished on my
41.0
roof.
degrees to
Oh
106.
no. That's
not
not
good.
convenient.
That was epically bad.
Sector was best.
So again, like, our numbers should be
Further than front need to keep racing.
Okay, it's like 9th. Let me see. Are we in our sand color? I don't see. I see. Oh, okay. I see. We're there, but the color isn't right. Okay, so look for the 50. It's still tracking us as the 50 for some reason, but Ryan's in the car right now, so we're the only number that's not blue or red. We're racing the other reds, though. Oh, no. I'm sorry to hear that. That's brutal.
Oh my god. Dude.
All right, good lap. Good lap. Still P13 at the moment. Looking good. P2s are now on us, so.
Yep.
Last sector was a new optimal. Fuel window open now.
With the leader P2 is out to a heck of a lead already.
He's
5
P2ing
seconds.
as hard as he can. He is P2ing as hard as he can.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that sucks. It's always frustrating when you get taken out by somebody rejoining.
That FAF Porsche was quick
Yeah.
when they came through, and they seem to be continuing that.
Must have just gotten a really bad Q lap.
Yeah.
It happens. I really need to rebuild my safety rating. That's my problem. Because I went from like a road, like a sports car 4A to now I'm a 2.53 something in sports car. So I really got to build my safety rating back up a little bit here.
Do you want to check out a stupid death D?
What's that?
I've got my stream up if you want to check out a...
Yeah, I can check it out, but I'm also streaming, so... Oh, Ryan! Okay. Alright, yeah, burning the slowdown.
Yep.
Alright, let me look at the... Oh, never mind. Ah, darn. Okay. I was gonna look at it, but then you stop it. Okay, alright. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna watch this real quick. Let me see this. Okay. We're
Alright.
rolling. We're
Coming up over the
rolling.
hill.
We're going towards the final corner. And... Oh my god, how were you gonna see that? You were never gonna see that. Oh my god.
110 more laps.
That's
Death and
bad.
mayhem.
He did a crash right out of Driven.
Oh.
Like, it looked really
He's
bad.
dead, Jim. And
Like
check my
reject?
rear wing is just...
Real bad.
Yeah, 8 minutes repairs.
That sucks.
8 minutes is actually... You got off pretty light.
Yeah, considering I barrel rolled a
Laps
number of
completed.
times.
110 to go.
Look like a Joey Chitwood stunt show there. Watch out, car's still on the left.
Nope.
Oh. Oh, wow. How did you get nothing out of that? No off track, no cut course, no hit, nothing.
Expert driving, that's how.
Expert. We do have to run an ad, so we're going to roll that ad right now. If you don't like ads, hit that subscribe button. Get commercial-free D. But we got to roll the ad.
P2s make me nervous.
So we're rolling an ad right now. I've snoozed it already twice, so.
P2's actually like glued to the track everywhere here.
P2 is a good car.
Yeah, especially this
P2's a great car. I just don't like prototypes.
Used to be my main car for the longest time.
Commercial 3D. I meant commercial free D. Like the word free. Watch out. Yellow ahead. Yellow ahead. Looks like it's cleared.
Oh, this
Yeah,
this
it's a
race
mess.
is chaotic.
It's a mess. It's Road Atlanta. Same length as Mosport, but not treated anything like Mosport.
Right.
Even though it should be treated like Mosport.
Similar rolling hills.
I
yes.
was saying, America Mosport is just Road Atlanta.
Yeah. I would probably say it'd be the closest thing, for sure.
Same shape, same general layout. Slow up
We are in
section
the-
going towards the last
thick of the-
corner.
Thick of the P2 field here.
Yep.
Similar humidity in dead of summer.
Yep. It's Mosport with Waffle House.
There you go.
Therefore better.
Yes, agreed, yes. Canadian Tire Motorsport Park is Road Atlanta with Tim Hortons. That's sure downgrade.
Bruno
Oh.
Rivera and car 13 ahead.
He's
has
going to
lost
defend it.
9.7
He's defending it
previous
like
lap.
a dick, but we can maybe still... You know what? Just fuck with him. Just ride behind him. He'll make a mistake.
Nah, this Ferrari was struggling before that pack, so I'm confident they will continue to struggle.
Yeah, exactly. Just keep riding. Just keep riding behind him. They'll fuck up.
Oh, it looks like Jackie lost the similar amount of time as I'm going to. 9 minutes in the pits to start the race.
Yeah, you're eating them alive in the back half of the S's.
Yep.
Last sector best.
Yeah, we got a good thing going. Good start, getting through the GT, or getting through the P2 field, so. I'm just shocked. It's so weird to have a P2 GTD split.
I know, right?
That's so weird. So foreign.
Nicholas Song ahead of us has lost 10.6 recently.
Wait, you guys have no GTPs?
We have no GTPs.
No.
It's just
Oh.
P2 GTD. It's the first time I've ever seen it since we got
That-
in GTP in the service.
Doesn't make any sense. Are there that many more people running P2s now?
People are scared of the ooh wet.
I guess so. Wow. It must be near equivalent though.
It must
Wow.
be. I guess.
Yeah. No.
It's
I
wild
haven't
to
seen that
me.
in Forever. I love as iRacing repairs your car, you see the body just stretch back. To
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very gracefully. Stretches
Slowly
like a
putting back the
medieval
pieces.
torture device back into
I have a
shape.
rear wing again.
Put the front clip on the rack.
Yep. Wish you could see the little guys running around with little hammers.
Yeah.
That are them trying to reassemble clips.
Yep.
Duct tape. lots and lots of duct tape.
They apparently mocap GT3 pit stops at some point, so hopefully those come at some point. That'd be neat. Love to have the pit crew come out and like help the driver change, find a way to open the door or something. That would
Yeah,
be
they
neat.
pull the driver out.
Yeah, just some big giant guy yanking me out of the cockpit.
Yeah.
Those were some of the best Jimmy Broadbent videos when he was running the that one car and they
The
just had
Praga?
the big dude.
Yeah.
The Praga,
Yeah.
yeah. It's the big dude coming, just yank him out of the cockpit.
Yeah.
Actually, seeing IMSA pit stops live are really cool. Like, I genuinely love watching IMSA pit stops live. Because they're, yeah, like IndyCar and NASCAR have cool pit stops and whatever. But, like, IMSA pit stops are just neat in the sense that there's so much coordination and so, like, there's even more going on than a normal pit stop. You're not just refueling or
Oh yeah.
putting tires on it. You're
Cleaning
also
the
doing a
stumps
driver
out.
change, and
Yeah.
it's so cool.
So we're back on track.
Like when Penske did the Acura program and they had Montoya and Elio in cars, it was that era. I saw them do pit stops and I'm just like, this is neat as shit. This is so cool.
See the anatomy of a pit stop video they put out for the Acura for the 24?
Oh, it's great. Fantastic. I love IMSA's content right now. IMSA's killing it on YouTube right now. Like the stuff that they're doing, like the Win the Weekend stuff, and
Yeah.
they brought it back and now they're focusing on GT. It's like great. It's awesome. Ryan, I don't mean to alarm you.
Yes.
But I'm hearing a giant thunderstorm rolling through right now.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, we had a good one roll through here this morning.
Yeah, I think just letting you know.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Yep.
Just be cognizant of that. I'm usually pretty rock solid, knock on wood. But just be aware.
All right. All right.
Had
Well, it's
some
nice
real
and sunny here, so.
We've had some real unsettled weather the last few days. We got way too much rain in the last few days, so be forewarned.
All right.
Supposedly the next few days are going to be nicer, though. So, but just a warning, because I just heard a giant thunder roll.
Right on.
Just like.
My dog informed us nice and early this morning that there was a thunderstorm coming through.
Oh, does
Just
your
in case
dog?
we didn't hear it.
Does your dog bark when thunderstorms roll in?
No, she whines and then sticks her her face right in your face.
Oh yeah.
Say,
Yeah.
hello, protect me.
Our dog tries to get as small as possible in the sense that it wants to be surrounded by things. So like when the thunderstorm hits,
my God.
like she needs to have like be embraced by people. Here you go. Don't give up on this. Don't give up on this. Yeah, there you go. Good job.
Ooh.
Oh fuck it. Hang on to it. Hang on to it. Hang on to it. Oh, fuck. Okay, you got no rear wing. Watch out. No rear wing. So you probably want to just come in.
Buddy. That is not the place GTP should pass P2.
Whoa. Oh boy.
Told you,
Yeah.
you have no rear wing, so be careful.
Yep. No, you did. You did.
Bring it in. We'll get it fixed.
Oh, you get clipped?
Yeah.
I don't think you got... Yeah, I guess you did get clipped, yeah.
I got bumped by the Ferrari.
Yeah.
I was on the inside line and I took a little bit. I was a little too cautious on the brakes and they rear-ended me and
Yeah.
turned this.
All right, well,
turned
bring
the
it in
car.
and get it fixed.
Yep.
You want to stay in it?
Yeah, I'm good to see you.
Okay, you stay in it. I can't see this damage being very much, because... Looks like it's just a rear wing replacement. I can't see it being very much.
3:24.
Fuck. Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Alright, well. You got it fixed, I guess.
That's endurance racing.
Yep. Okay, well, it is what it is.
Yep.
I think I know what our problem is. We need to stop racing tracks that look like this shape. We need to
Tracks that are fun.
anytime Road Atlanta and CTM, and you know what? They're both our home tracks, so we just eliminate them. We block those tracks like it's Dota. We're blocking those heroes. You can't play them. Like, can't run these tracks. Nope. 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 Nope.
I will not stop racing Road Atlanta.
I will not stop racing CTMP. So no, no,
Yeah.
no, no, no. Just a bummer. Rear Wing's back on it, but I would just get it fixed.
Yeah.
We're here for vibes now at this point.
I was watching the replay. I was just way too cautious on the brakes going into that turn. I was just nervous about being on the inside line, going
Yeah.
into the S's right there, and
Place
just got on
brutal
it
in
too hard.
multi-class. It's brutal in multi-class. It just is. So, oh well, it happens.
That's racing.
Yep, it happens.
Oh, looks like I'm gonna gain some positions here because there's cars many laps ahead of me that are now out.
150 to go.
Okay. I like the 50 part. I don't like the 150 part. Just gonna become one of those people that are like super obsessive about their racing number. Just be like, no. I like the. I will say this. One time I went for groceries, and my total at the grocery store was 50-50. That happened once, and I was like, hell
Nice.
yeah, it's a sign. And then I proceeded to race like I finished like 24th. I finished like 24th in the league I was in that week. I was like, ah, I guess it wasn't a sign. By the way, hi Amy. I see you. Just we wrecked, so I was busy focused on that. All right. Damn, if only we get out now, we'd had a giant gap of everything there. So what? We're gonna go like what? Probably 3 down?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that? Yeah. Oh well. It'd be like that.
Oh, this is ugly.
Well, at the Petit Le Mans last year, me and Impulse had 10 minutes of repairs right at the beginning of the race, and were we last or next
we
to
were
last?
way last.
Way last.
We were last by like laps.
And we drove it back to P2.
Yeah, exactly. But you also
little
had
bit of luck
an
involved,
extra
for sure.
You also had an extra 7 hours and 20 minutes to play with.
That is true. That is true.
Yes.
We used every one of them.
Yes. And got a lot of help.
Oh yes.
Especially from that one car that wrecked like 3 of the top 4 cars or something.
Inside 3 laps.
Yeah.
Our petite, I remember it. We had somebody intentionally wreck the leader with like 2 minutes to go.
Oh.
It was wild. It was there was some
rough.
salt.
Yeah.
There was some salt in our.
So
oh, watch
bad.
out! Big junk in front of you! Big junk in front of you!
Whoa.
Okay, you're good.
Whoa.
There's more junk in front of you. Okay. Yeah, our petite last year for PIXELCAR racing team, we had a GTP basically like bully a bunch of GTs the whole race, and they were being assholes on the radio about it the whole time. And with like 3 laps to go, somebody in GTD decided to just wreck the shit out of them. And like knew they were gonna get protested and everything about it, but like they were just like that angry about it.
We were an all GT3 split, weren't we?
I think so. Yeah.
I'm still bummed with how our Daytona went. Daytona will always hurt me with how good we were doing. But
Yeah, that one was harsh.
that one hurt. That one really hurt. But it is what it is. I saw one of those road-going M4s, the ones with the like the big nose grill on it, this week.
The nostrils.
Yeah, I don't like it. It's still terrible. Watch out, car on the left, on the right. You're fine. Yeah, I don't like it. It's an ugly look. Even the road car's ugly. I'm like, fucking hell.
It's been growing on me for sure. I really hated it at first, but it's been growing on me.
Yeah, it's been growing on me as much as I hate it. It's been growing that I hate it.
The
I've
hate
hated
is
it
growing.
more. Yeah. Curious to see if we get a GT3 in the next build. Because they definitely scan the Mustang and they definitely scan the Corvette.
Yeah, Mustang or Vet's definitely going to be out next build.
Yeah.
Most likely the Mustang. There's just so much hype around it.
Hopefully.
I hope it's the Corvette. This message paid for by General Motors. If,
Ford,
Fastest.
GM, it's all the same.
When we get the Corvette...
No, it's not.
It's not. When we get the Corvette, I'm going to have a real Sophie's Choice on my hands of if it drives good. If I have to abandon my new Porsche roots to return back. My new Porsche fandom to return back to my roots of General Motors products.
Would you pass me already?
Well, I can't. We're in a different split.
Oh, these Porsches in front seem very slow.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yes,
that they do.
GTP bad. Yeah, I quite enjoyed my time with the Corvette GTE, but there were definitely some tracks where it was just not a great car.
I never vibed with it, to be honest with you.
So, yeah, it was either awesome to drive or terrible to drive for me. Really fun around Le Mans. It was horrible at Spa.
The pit window open now.
All right, I'll read it. God damn it.
Oh, thank goodness.
I should not have ever read this, because
One less
now...
Porsche to worry about. Come on, don't rejoin like an asshole.
Because now I'm expected to read these every time they get posted in chat. All right.
Impulse, this car behind me is flashing their lights at me.
This stream sponsor is Fix Tape. Whether you got a broken suspension, bumper, or just a cut in your tent, Fix Tape will fix the problem for you with its great gluing and sealing properties. Fix Tape will fix your broken objects in no time. Please don't use Fix Tape to fix broken bonds or broken relationships. This will only put you and your friends' lives in danger.
Oh my god, these GTPs are so bad.
I'm hiding that behind a points redeem now. So, just so you're aware, that's going to be a points redeem moving forward. I really got to set that up. It's going to be like high. It's going to be like 3K.
I'm just cruising now, just vibing.
That's all we can do. That's all we can do. You're going to have a shorter last stint now, obviously, so.
Yep.
We just kind of shifted the race forward a little bit more. Other than that, it was
This
pretty
orange
pedestrian.
Porsche is
We're
getting a little annoying.
4 down to the lead. I can't really say anything about the race. It was just a race. We lost some spots on the start, and we didn't really even get going before we wrecked, so I can't really even like give a comment. Nothing really happened. All I know is that we're going to be right up on the incident limit by the end of this now, so we shall see. Mugello's the next one of these, and I like to do that. Mugello's not bad. Might not be a good multi-class track. It's a little narrow for it, but there are definitely opportunities for GTP and and LMP2 can pass you, so not too worried about it. But yeah, that's kind of what I look forward to now at this point with the Porsche. But yeah, I'm gonna run this race, and then we'll paint a car and do laundry and have my Sunday. Watch NASCAR at Texas. At Texas today. There's no IndyCar this weekend. Next weekend is IndyCar. It's Long Beach. God, they're really going to make me decide between IndyCar at Long Beach or NASCAR at Talladega. Tough choice. Thank God I have 2 monitors. That's all I can say about that.
Watch your fuel. You're close to extending the pit stops by 1 to 2.
I don't know if that Porsche was letting me by or not, but that's what happened.
Long Beach. I love Long Beach. Long Beach is fantastic. I'm the biggest NASCAR homer you'll ever meet. Long Beach is sick. Long Beach is a vibe. Long Beach is sexy. It's very sexy. But yeah, after this race, my Sunday plans are I got to make graphics for the week. I have to make a whole new schedule graphic for this week because it's a special livery this week, so we have to have a special schedule to match the livery this week.
Oh,
Just a heads up, yeah, we're racking up the incident points a little bit here.
Yeah.
I'll try and run clean, but that's been really difficult for me lately.
I'm just setting you up for rebuilding your safety rating.
There you go.
You're right. You're not wrong. So
I'm just looking out for you, D.
I appreciate that, Ryan. Thank you.
Hopefully this BMW gets by the Porsche now.
I do need to rebuild my safety rating. It's only like a 2.5. It was like a 4 at one point. I've just gotten really sloppy on road, and I don't know why.
Come on.
You're doing great, sweetie. You're doing great.
Yeah, somehow I had 2 hours of driving at Road America yesterday in the Nissan. 7 incidents, and I still lost safety somehow, which I do not understand.
Road America 500, yeah.
You're just so safe, Impulse.
I didn't run it.
It was so good. And
You
so
know,
terrible.
I kind of had some FOMO afterwards, but World Tour events haven't been the best for me lately, so I've kind of...
The car is a lot to drive for a long time.
I think the next one I'm going to do is probably the 600, and that's just because it's in NIS, so... Maybe the Indy 500, maybe, but...
Yeah, I think the Indy 500, I'm just going to retire as a champion. That's all.
Nürburgring 24 sounds interesting, but I want to run it
Nürburgring 24 for sure.
I want to race it in a TCR. I want to race it in a TCR. I don't want to race it in GT3. I want to race it in a TCR, because I'd love to get back to my touring car roots.
I do miss driving the TCRs.
The problem is tire model sucks on it. Like, the fact that you can run the same set of tires. Like, I ran the Roar, and I didn't change tires during the Roar. Is, like, just brutal. Like, they don't wear.
Yeah.
So,
At all.
Which isn't right
And-
because it's all mechanical grip with those things.
Yeah. But the problem is they emulate the Michelins
The
that they
road
use in
tires.
Michelin Pilot Challenge, which are 2-hour races.
Mhm.
But even then, you shouldn't be able to double stint those tires.
Especially with a TCR gas tank that's
Okay.
1,000 liters.
Yeah. Okay, careful here.
the X's continue to pile up.
Yep.
Uh,
I have, what, 8 to work with now? We have 2 hours and 3 minutes remaining.
Oh my god. That is not.
It's not a good ratio, Ryan.
yeah, it's that turn 3 apex, you know?
Yeah.
That's what's getting me. And also the crash. The crash didn't help.
The crash did not help. Crash did not help, no. Yeah, I mean, maybe we can look into TCR for Nürburgring, but I also don't really know the Nürburgring.
It's just a couple of corners to learn.
It's fine. Yeah.
I vaguely know
It's
it.
like a road.
It's just Road Atlanta times 12.
30.
90 laps left.
I bet if I ran it more, I would know it, but
It's
that's...
with the active reset. It is so much easier to learn than it used to be.
Well, they also have, like, the checkpoints around the track for when
Yes,
you go
those
out.
checkpoints are huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, like, it's still not great.
Yeah, the big thing is just don't try and learn it all at once. You'll never figure it out if you do.
You know what's a
Now-
great way to learn it is to run a 24-hour race.
Yes.
Yeah, that is one way.
The 4-hour VLNs are very good. Quite enjoy those.
A lot of people like those. A lot of people like them for safety rating, too.
Oh yeah, you definitely
Yeah.
wreck. Well, potentially rack up the safety
Bruno
rating.
Rebello in front lost 10.2.
Like, I could
just
paint an
recently.
Elantra and run it, but I don't like the Elantra. I'd rather do it in the Veloster,
Be aware
but
that
I
you're
don't think
close
the
to extending
Veloster...
the pit stops by 1 to 2.
I don't think the Veloster is allowed in that series, so...
No, it's not. Unfortunately.
So weird how we got the Veloster after the Elantra. When the Elantra replaced the Veloster. That was so weird. And it was like, put both in the game. And they're like, what? And they're like, yeah, put both.
Fastest
Kind of surprised
sector.
it's not with the increased car count.
Well, it's also depreciated. No one runs it anymore. I think the only spot I ever saw that somebody still races the Veloster is at like TCR UK because someone
Which,
imported it.
of course, it's the other TCR I bought after the crappy Audi.
The Audi's not crappy. It's just
Oh,
old.
it's crap.
It's just old.
Yeah, it definitely needs a big refresh.
Well, they got a partnership with TCR now, so hopefully
I should
we
have
can
just bought the Civic.
the updated models for all 4 because, well, 2 of the 4 because those 2 have been replaced in the real world. Civic and Elantra are in the series, and probably the car's in the 24 then. Yeah, then I'm running the Elantra. I hate the Civic. It pogos too much. I don't like it. I don't like the Civic on bumps at all.
Number 69 in front boxing.
What do you
after
mean when
0
you say
laps.
pogos? Just that it's bouncy?
Yeah, when you hit the curbs, it just bounces like a motherfucker. Like, it never... It doesn't like taking curbs. It just boop, 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 boop off of it. Like, it's...
Which isn't good for TCR.
No, it's not good at all.
Oh, that's a murder.
Like, you can't even, like, really stiffen it up. It's just the way that it is. It's just... It just bounces. Veloster
Yeah, we were
is
talking
perfect.
about the Corvette GTE earlier. That's the way I feel about that car. It's
Yeah.
very bouncy.
Like, the Veloster is my favorite. Like, I will always main the Veloster, because the Veloster is... what
Veloster
I
is
love.
really good.
Yeah, I love the Veloster, but...
Yep.
The Elantra drives too much like a GT4 to me. I don't like it.
Yeah.
It
is-
just doesn't
yeah.
pivot. The pivot point isn't good on it. I don't like the longer wheelbase to it.
Yep.
You can't
Yep.
throw it in.
Yeah.
So-
Veloster
I
does
agree with
drive
all of
really
this.
nice. Yeah.
like I own all the TCRs. Like I own them all, but like it's just I'd rather drive the Audi than the Civic. My rankings go Veloster, Audi, Elantra, Civic. That's my rankings. I would love it if we can get the updated cars. Hopefully one day. But that would involve iRacing paying attention to TCR again.
Yeah, with the GTPs right now, it's definitely well down the list.
Gotta get the Lambo in, gotta fill up the GT3 field with more GT3s. Which hey, great, awesome, fantastic. Keep it as relevant as possible, but like...
Yeah, I wonder if the Lambo comes in this patch, or there's more priorities over that one.
Yeah, that one's only running like part-time, so like I wouldn't prioritize it until they're like, we're running a full season in something.
Yeah, get the Mustang and the Corvette first, for
Mustang,
sure.
Corvette,
We use Aston Martin.
Aston would be
Yeah.
nice. I would argue give us the Lexus, but that's on the way out. So
Yeah.
The Lexus and the
Well,
Aston are both pretty
Toyota's
old,
got the new
right?
one coming
So-
out next year, the year after they got the new Lexus.
I think 2 years from now, yeah.
I think you're right. I think it's 2.
They're gonna run the Supra, yeah. But Aston just replaced their car.
Yeah,
they
that's
just
why
changed
it's
it.
prime time for them.
In fact, to the point where they had to run it at Daytona before the
Yeah,
real
in
car
some
was
skies.
unveiled.
We
So
walked right up to that car, and I didn't notice the duct tape and all that on it. I
Yeah.
just wasn't paying attention.
they wrapped the car to cover up the headlights intentionally to make it look like the old Aston model. And like most people didn't notice, and then
Nope.
at Sebring they're like, here's the new car, and it's like, that looks a lot like the car
The
at
new
Daytona.
car is like it's the old car. Yeah. That Heart of Racing livery is very good.
Heart of Racing has great liveries. The matte looks so good.
Yeah.
I'm such a sucker for matte. There's a reason why the car, like PIXELCAR racing stuff, like 80% of them are matte. Actually, I would argue it's more than 80. It's like 95.
It weighs less, is what I've been told.
That's why Formula One uses it, right?
Yeah.
Except for when they just say, fuck it, nothing on the car at all.
Yeah.
All carbon.
I hate the new trend in Formula One of just,
Yep.
oh, we're just going to make all the cars carbon fiber.
The cars aren't that close that much
No.
is making a difference.
No, fuck off. Like, seriously, yeah, they aren't. Look, I know this is such a minor thing, but the next Concord agreement, which, by the way, fuck them for saying it needs to be 10 teams and only 10 teams. Seriously,
Right?
that shit pissed me
Yeah.
off when I read that. Again, more Andretti slander. Andretti's providing maybe the most credible new team on the grid since...
Oh, could you find a more credible team?
Yeah. Like,
don't
they're
think so.
doing everything right, and they're getting treated like shit. It's so infuriating. Anyways,
They're proven winners.
Yep.
Proven that they want to spend a lot of money.
they're willing to invest in the ladder, too.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Watch out. Good. There was a report that came out. I think it was... might have been Race Fans.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that was a pass for position.
Oh, nice. Sweet.
That was the P24 car.
That means that we passed RichEnergyCrypto.com Stake F1 team.
Nice.
Speaking of uncompetitive F1 teams.
Hey, compared to last year, I'm impressed with them.
Yeah, but no, there was a report that came out that said that Formula One, the teams in the next Concord agreement, which I think is 26,
Yeah.
they want to mandate that there's only 10 teams on the grid. So
Guy was also saying last night that seems very illegal. So who knows if that'll
I
actually
mean, Formula
happen,
One is a
though.
cartel.
Yeah, that's true.
Formula One's a cartel. Let's call it as it is. But I think in the Concord
I think that would,
agreement,
that
the
would
thing,
fit the definition, the legal definition of a cartel.
I almost got murdered at the top of the hill again.
Oh,
But no, sorry. Going back to my original point, in the next Concord agreement, the thing that should matter is cars need to be completely covered in vinyl
there you go.
all the way.
That
No
is rumored
exposed
to be
carbon
one of
fiber.
the things they're going to say.
Okay, good.
Or at least like 90% or something like that.
Good,
Or there's
'cause-
certain areas that they'll
Oh,
are
but
fine.
you know what I could see them doing? Oh, it's covered in vinyl. It's laminate, which is
There you
clear, and just like is thinner than vinyl. That's what they're gonna fucking do. They're gonna layer it in laminate. God damn it. Formula One. I'm so sick of you. I hate you so much.
I love you and hate you so much.
No, I just
Yeah.
hate it. Just straight hate.
I love it and hate it.
Got me rooting for
It's-
WEC. What the fuck?
I mean, especially this year, boy, I'm trying really hard to enjoy the Formula One season, but
They're making it so hard.
my attention is hanging on by a shoestring.
Well, I mean, let's be fair. Oh, okay. No damage on the back. You look fine. Let's be fair, though. Like, look at the fact that the first 4 races, 2 of them were on Saturdays. The other one was ran at 2 in the morning, and the other one was in Japan, which was also ran in the middle of the night. And
Yeah.
Verstappen won 3 of the 4. Like, man.
Watch your fuel. You're close to
Yeah,
extending
the front of the
pit
field is
stops
not
by
very
1 to 2.
exciting. There is still some good midfield racing, but at the same time, like it's so car dependent.
That's such
And
a
even
tough
the midfield
ask.
is starting to be pretty predictable.
That's such a tough ask.
It is definitely getting close to 2x2x2.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh well, I meant that people had to spend money in WEC, so sports car
WEC
racing's
is-
having a beautiful resurgence right now,
Yeah,
and I'm all for it.
Yeah.
What I haven't watched it yet, so no spoilers if you know anything, but I was looking for ELMS and it was not on YouTube yet. WEC was
I think it was
broadcasting.
running today.
Yeah, no, I think it's already run, isn't it?
I believe so.
But it's not they didn't have it on the YouTube channel.
Maybe,
Usually
maybe
they're
not. I
very
don't
good about that
know,
stuff.
but I hope it's on the YouTube because that was the best way to watch it. It was just bam, it's right
Oh.
there. That's why I loved Sebring being on YouTube because I also didn't have to use the shitty,
Oh, the IMSA TV
IMSA
website
player.
is terrible.
Oh, it's so bad.
It's got that Chromecast button on it that doesn't do anything.
Right?
I know, isn't it great?
Just teases me.
That may be the hands down worst web player of all the web players.
The
My
WEC
favorite
one
part
is
was
actually
the
really
part
good. I
where-
subscribed to it for a little bit last year, and it's actually
Oh. Okay. Okay.
Wow, you're lucky that thing didn't break on you. Wow. Good work.
Thank you. That
Jeez,
was
you're
yeah,
still
that was
22
exciting.
laps from the stop.
I know the
Oh
the
my
stits
god.
the stits have an incredibly high number of laps.
Well, you gotta
It's
keep in
a
mind you
very
also
short lap.
like reset your stint.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, IMSA's Long Beach next week, so that'll be fun.
And I have trouble getting excited for these races where it's only partial fields.
Tell me about it. I'm going to one. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I was very tempted to go again this year, but of course that's Cottage Week.
also, it's GTP not there.
Yeah, I know.
P2's the headliner.
Even still, I was willing to go to it, but
Like, I'll go because, like, I want to see the Mustang. I want to see the new Vet. And we
Yeah.
also get
Oh, yeah, they're
MX-5
nice.
on the undercard. But, like, man, that's a tough ask.
The MX-5 races are good enough to go to on
They were
their own,
good.
I think.
Yeah, the little bees. You hear the bees coming.
Yeah, they're so loud.
The one thing that I understood when we're talking about CTMP, by the way, not having GTP at it for IMSA this year. The one thing that bugs me about it, or that did bug me about it, but doesn't anymore when Ron Fellows started to bring it out and they started to talk about it when he was on the Sebring 12-hour broadcast for IMSA radio. They didn't have the pit lane space. Like, that's the problem. Like, there's just so many cars, you know, like that you can't really fit GTP.
And it is a fairly short pit lane there too, right?
I
Yeah,
mean, they
that's
were
the whole
already
problem.
stepping on top of one another with 38 cars. So it sucks, but they also got a much bigger P2 field now, right? So
Yeah.
because
it's all
everybody
pit lane
internationally
size
went
problem.
to IMSA because they're the only ones running them full time.
I also couldn't imagine the whole field at Long Beach. That would just be.
Oh, no. Like, I
Nuts.
get it for the street courses. I fully understand it for the street courses. Like Detroit. Also, I get it. Get the GTPs to Detroit. They didn't go last year. WeatherTech wasn't there last year, right? So it made sense to get them back on Detroit. I don't know how that track's going to be as a multi-class track, though. Might be kind of
I haven't
shit.
even
more
seen the
laps
new
left.
Detroit track.
It's narrow in spots. It's like just straight, like every corner is a 90-degree corner there. The big selling point is the pit lane, I think, at Detroit, which is so shitty that the coolest part is the pit lane and it goes around the GM building. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't seen it, Impulse, the pit lane at Detroit is double barreled. There's pit stalls on
What?
both sides.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so the pit lane is like super wide, but it's got pit stalls on the left and pit stalls on the right. And there's a center line, like you can't pass the center line. So it's effectively
Maybe
like
I
two.
did see some shots of it.
You
I
could
wasn't really paying attention.
you effectively, it's two pit roads, but they're right next to one another, effectively. So you have to set up your fuel buckeye on one side. So all the cars have some of the fuel fillers on the right, and some of the cars have fuel fillers on the left. It's really weird. I thought
Yeah,
about
That
getting
does
my
seem
passport and going to Detroit. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll get my passport and day trip to Detroit.
It's Detroit, though.
Nothing wrong with Detroit. I've been to Detroit. I have a great
I've been to
Detroit
Detroit
story.
many a time. We have
But
friends who live just north of it.
I've been to Detroit. It's a fun place to have a back spasm and have to go to the hospital in winter.
Oh no.
All right. Well, comparing Windsor to Detroit, I don't know.
All I know is that if I do, I have to drive 3 hours one way. That's kind of a tough
Is
ask.
Windsor Canada's Buffalo?
No. Buffalo is Canada's Buffalo. What are you talking about? Buffalo is basically Canada. It's basically Ontario.
Pretty much.
Like, Buffalo plays the anthem before every Sabres game. Like, they are Canada.
Well, most of the crowd is Canadian.
Yeah, exactly. That's Buffalo. Friggin'. They're also honorary Canada because they host the Blue Jays during the pandemic. That gives them a
stadium
pass
in downtown Buffalo is actually really nice.
Dunn Tire Park, yes. I've never been.
Yeah.
I've driven by it, but never been.
Yeah, it's a cool place.
Be aware that you're close to extending the pit stops by 1 to 2.
Oh no! What's
Home of
that?
the Buffalo Bisons. Home of Bison Oil. Proud sponsor of PIXELCAR
Hey.
Racing Team. That's why it's got
That
the
was this
Buffalo
orange
Sabres
Porsche again.
colors.
Number
Oh,
16
I
behind
broke my
Boxing
car very
after
badly.
8 laps.
Well, you'll be glad to know that the 16 wrecked again, so...
Nice.
Oh, what did I do?
Kind of starting to think of what I want to
Oh.
paint. I want to paint a new Super Formula.
My
I
rear tire bounced as I hit the curb and just caused me to snap.
kind of started a... I might be doing a collab stream with somebody, which is kind of
Oh.
exciting. LZ, who's a friend of Ohe's, who she met at Screen to Speed. She's great. She's
Nice.
awesome. Her streams are awesome because they're like a fever dream. It's crazy. It's fucking amazing. She's great. We might be doing a collab stream. She wants to run V8s at Sonoma in a few weeks. So we might run the Friday night strength of field split for V8 Americas. So I might have to paint a car for that because we don't have a V8 painted for PIXELCAR yet. So might do that. I gotta work in a Dre car for NIS at some point. Basically what I'm saying is commissions are open on PIXELCAR Racing Team for paints right now. So
Oh yeah.
when I get like 5, I'll stop the commissions, and because I want to do more Photoshop streams. I did one on Friday, and it was a lot of fun.
Nice.
So, I'd like to do those more. So, yeah.
If they ever release the new Mustang or Vet, I may hit you up to get me a paint.
Yeah,
Hey.
absolutely. I already have a really cool idea for like the first special event with Ford and Corvette. If we can assemble a Ford team and a Corvette team, I'd love to do like a Ford v Chevy themed car
Oh
for
yeah,
both.
like, oh, that would be cool.
Like Ford having like a lot of like the same base but different colors to it. So like the
Yeah,
General Motors
yeah.
one is gold and black and like the Corvette logo and everything to it. And then the Ford one's blue and white with like the blue oval on the side and stuff. I think it would look really cool.
That would be very cool.
Yeah.
It's a cool theme.
Yeah, I'd like to do that at some point. But of course we need the cars first.
Yeah.
I made a crappy black and white 40 Creek NASCAR once, and like something replicated like that on a GT3.
I painted a 40 Creek car for somebody. For a PIXELCAR. Like the league. Like the TCR
Yeah,
league.
there you go.
I
Nice.
painted one already, so
I like their logo, especially they've got a good copper logo.
yeah. I'll have to take up pictures and show you. I haven't made that before. It was on a Veloster, but like it's not hard to adapt. That's the nice thing about the like the Cup Series moving the numbers up forward on the cars is it made it a lot
Weather
easier
change
to
now.
like
Truck temperature
adapt a
39
road
degrees.
paint to that, because usually the number board is at the front of the
Yeah,
door,
yeah.
so it kind of it's easy to adapt. So
I'm done with this. Caught the curb going in 2 on the left as I was starting my braking, and my rear end bounced, so only the right side brake took.
Oh no.
Spun me into the left wall at high speed. Now there's 6 minutes of repairs.
Impulse is having a rough race here.
yeah, no
Not
kidding.
my day. The car feels so good around here.
Traffic has definitely slowed down for you though, which is good.
Maybe I'll
Ryan.
find
That's good.
a regular official to
Like
do.
I could tell like it's getting more and more spread out, which is nice. Just those first few runs through the field that are rough. Once you get like 2 or 3 cycles through,
Yeah, yeah,
you're
it's much
usually
more manageable.
pretty manageable. How we looking? God, there's still another
15 laps to go.
15 laps?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Well, you're definitely getting your double in today.
Yeah.
I'm turning into a toddler being like, I want to race.
Are we there yet?
Let me race.
Are you gonna start stomping your feet here in a minute?
Maybe. Might be at that point. Might get to that point at some point. Big yawn. But yeah, I gotta be honest, I'm serious when I say this. The commissions are probably gonna be open for a bit.
All right.
My biggest issue is always just coming up with an idea.
Yeah. I like to make fake brands. That's my thing.
Yes. Fake brands way better than real brands.
Yeah, because you dictate everything about it.
Yep.
You don't have you have brand guidelines, but you set the brand guidelines. As someone who used to work with brand guidelines, it sucks.
I'm not a big fan of giving free advertising to real companies. Fuck that.
Yeah, I mean, on one hand,
granted, nobody's looking at it, I guess, but
on
Hey,
one
they
hand,
looked at your one car, and that was the one for good. What was that? The charity?
Oh, yeah.
You did
For-
the one
for-
food charity, didn't you? Wasn't that you, Ryan? That
Watch
they
your fuel. You're
tweeted,
close to
retweeted you?
extending the
Oh
pit
yeah,
stops
yeah,
by
yeah.
1 to
The
2.
Atlanta Food Bank thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
watch out, watch out, watch out.
Oh.
Guess who that was?
Oh.
Guess who that was?
Was that P23?
That was the Ferrari that ran into you.
Oh no, was it?
Yeah, Falco Squadra Corse.
Oh.
But no, I don't mind seeing real sponsors. In fact, the Chuck's car has real sponsors on it because a typical thing that you see with a lot of those like auto parts stores or like any retailer like that is they'll sell out business to business deals to put little products on the retailer car. Like the Target car back in the day used to be the one that I would point at because it would be like half the car would be shit that was sold at Target because Target would sell those slots to those brands.
Right on.
And I do that with the Chuck's car. Like there's Fram, Autolite, Blaster, battery tenders on there. Hawk Performance is on there. Like I do have like real brands on it, but they're so small you don't really notice it.
Yeah, yeah. It's funny. I do feel different about the Contig stickers on NASCAR or on oval cars because like
Everyone's got them.
It makes it feel more like an authentic oval car, you know.
Yeah. Like I don't mind running a Sunoco
having the
sticker,
Edelbrock sticker on there and all that stuff. Yeah.
I say my rule of thumb is if iRacing includes it on the template, it's fair game.
There you go.
That's kind of the rule of thumb that I have for that. Is if iRacing includes it on the template, it's fair game. And I don't mind putting real sponsors on cars. Like I don't mind doing it. It's just I'd rather just run fake stuff because it's a lot funner and more creative to do it, and you can kind of go more over the top with it. Like I can run an auto parts store followed by a oil company based in Western New York, followed by a digital security company based in Canada. Like you can do things like that, or you can come up with something incredibly dumb like Cloud and Flag, which is military cloud storage, which is clearly not a thing that would happen. The most patriotic brand of my group.
But is it supposed to be like cloud storage for your PMC?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Does your PMC have enough money for guns, but not enough money for IT infrastructure?
The best defense contracting is by not having it anywhere in a physical location.
There you go.
The best defense is not knowing where the defense is. Fonia says,
how's the enemy gonna know where to attack when we don't even know where to defend?
We don't even know where it is. The missile knows where it is because it doesn't know where, or it knows where it isn't.
There you go.
Fonia says pretty much the same. I keep my original sponsors and add my own fictional sponsors. Yeah, that's the way that I operate. That's the way I operate.
You know, your rule about it's more fun to do it this way is a good motivation.
Oh yeah,
that's a good reason to do something.
And like I started doing it like 4 years ago, just as a goof, because I started. So the way that this started, sorry if this is annoying or distracting, but the way that it started
I think it's interesting.
We did a court truck season where I just started running defunct companies or defunct branding. So I started off with a Chief Auto Parts car, which is the precursor to Chuck's. And then I ran a Ryder truck back when Ryder was red and yellow, which was cool.
Nice.
And then I ran a Packard Bell car. I ran a Al Unser Jr. Turbo Racing car at one point. Netscape was a cool one. I ran Netscape, which was maybe the most banging of all of them. I ran a WCW truck. We ended the season with an NWO truck. What else did we run? I think it was only like an 8-race season, so I can't remember them all. But we ran a whole mess of like retro branding, and I liked it. I liked doing it because it was a fun challenge to like dig up the old logos and run that stuff. And then
That's pretty cool.
the Chief one was the one that really kind of took off because it was like the best looking one, the cleanest one, and it worked well. And it was the first one I ran twice. And I was like, you know what? This kind of like weird little like hook element around the sea would be cool to like rebrand. And so I wanted a cool art project, so I rebranded the company and just was like, what if this company didn't get bought by AutoZone, and just rebranded it. And so I rebranded it to Chuck's eventually in 2021, but I did a rebrand of it, and that just kind of stuck around and evolved it again, and then was like, what if they had a tire shop? So then Grip Shack came in, which was a play off of Grip Hack, which is a sim racing reference, obviously. And then there
Grip
was
Shack is a good name.
Grip Shack with Grip Hack. And then we had oil change, like, oh, well, naturally they would have an oil changer too, right? Like they would have an oil
course.
change stores too. So that was Quick Drip. And then it's like, well, Advanced Auto Parts has CarQuest, so why don't we have a CarQuest type brand? So we did Strauss Discount Auto, which is a real brand that went defunct in like 2008 during the recession. They were a auto parts store in the tri-state area of New York, and I just rebranded that, updated the branding slightly, made the colors like a Pacific blue and yellow, and was like, all right, yep,
Weather
there you
has
go.
changed.
I don't use that one
Track
too
temp
much,
dropped
but
off
I should.
23.0 degrees Fahrenheit to 104.
Yeah, that happened. And then it's like, well, what would they put in, what would Quick Drip prefer for oil? And it's like, well, I found this cool can of oil from the 30s called Bison Oil. And then that's where that started. See, it all kind of works together. So
There
the
you go.
problem with doing like fake sponsors for your
Be
entire
aware that
car,
you're close to extending the pit
especially
stops by 1 to 2.
with like regards to like filling a car out, which I think is like the hardest part, is having enough of them. So
Yeah.
like it started off as like, well, I got like 5, and like I was filling in, the rest of the car with like mechanics wear or Snap-on or whatever, like just like smaller logos with real brands. And then as it went on, I started to make a goal of, can I build the car with all my fake bullshit? Like that became the new goal. And well, now I have sponsors that I omit because I've used them too much, or I don't have enough space for them. Like there's an airline I don't even put on cars anymore. North American Airlines, don't put that on cars anymore. I have a parody of, or not parody, but I have a rebrand of Revco, which was a drugstore in
Oh yeah.
the Midwest based out of Cleveland.
Also in the South.
Also in the South, yeah.
My dad still calls Walgreens Revco's.
Revco?
Here.
Hell yeah. Well, we did a rebrand for them, but I never got a really good pharmacy logo for it, so I don't really use it too much. I'd like to bring in Revco because it would be fun to do that and work in cosmetics and stuff in it. It would be cool. Maybe as like an Xfinity sponsor, you know what I mean? Like just like a secondary series sponsor. IndyCar would work too, but I'd have to race the IndyCar. But yeah, I got a whole mess of them. I got Dallas
You got
Houston's.
a stable.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Stable
I have a
brand.
brand. I was showing it on stream on Friday. I have a brand. Like I have straight up a fucking giant brand of sponsors. So maybe we'll try and work them in more. I like to work in some of the more obscure ones and maybe make some new ones at some point. That's kind of what I'm doing with my super formula. I'm running Datacom Communications, right? So watch out, yellow ahead. It's on the left. He's rejoining like a dipshit. You're fine.
7.2 to the pit stop, by the way.
Thank you. Looking forward to it. Trying to stay limber. Trying to stay stretched out. I did some stretches before my NIS race on Thursday, and it did wonders.
Socrates
Nice.
Martinez IAA ahead of you has lost 14.2.
I will be stretching when I get out of the rig here in a moment.
Yep. Hear that, everybody? I'm gonna finally get in the car 2 hours into the stream. Then I'm only in it for like,
That's how endurance works.
yep. And then I'm only in the car for like 50 minutes, 50, and then give it right back to Ryan. Light work day.
If you want to take it to the end, that'd be cool. But
No,
up to
you're
you.
doing a
I'm cool
double.
okay. Sounds good. No
You're
problem.
doing your
Lemon
double.
car,
God damn it.
227 ahead of us.
You're not
Fair
getting out of
enough.
this again. You're not getting out of this again.
Ryan being old one and done.
Well, you see, Ryan was supposed to do like a double like 3 times in a row here, and he hasn't been able to.
Ah,
So.
come on.
If this is your new bit, it's not a fun one.
And what's funny too is I genuinely am not trying to avoid.
No, you're
racing.
not.
Like
You're not. It's just it happens that way.
Yeah.
The funny part as well, when we were doing our 6-hour series, it was no problem.
Oh, weird.
I know, right?
Odd. Strange how that works. I hope you're all entertained by us just gabbing right now. Ryan's kind of in his own little island. We got 3 cars on our lap.
Again,
One of them's a
welcome to endurance
GTP,
racing.
so or a P2. So
This seems to be what half of endurance racing is, just
Yep.
talking about nothing.
Hanging out and vibing.
RaceSpot has a joke. They say that they go into podcast mode.
Yeah.
Honestly, as someone who's starting to stream these races, like I get it. I get getting into the podcast mode because the last thing I want to do is just stare blankly, and just be like,
Yeah, right. Yeah. That's the whole reason I do this is to like hang out with friends.
yeah,
Or
But-
one of the reasons.
but,
I mean,
like,
granted, the other reason is to pretend like I'm driving cool race cars.
yeah,
but-
exactly. We're cosplaying as race car drivers is what we
Exactly.
do. Sim racing is just fancy cosplay.
That's true.
We're just cosplaying as, I don't know, Ben Keating or something. I don't fucking. But no, like, I don't want people to just be like, oh, they're not saying anything. Wow, that P2 was throwing it in.
They
Oh.
sent it.
Hang on. Wow. Wow. That P2 coming in with a wrong attitude. You gotta come in. You're talking to my guy all wrong. Why did I do a Christopher Walken? Because I'm losing my mind. Hey, let me get a chat check. Y'all still here? Y'all still just vibing? It's cool if you're just vibing. Okay, so Ryan,
Yeah.
just realizing we could split this halfway. Because when you pit, we'll have about an hour and 20 minutes remaining.
Yep. Oh, so my little half stint.
And then
But it's-
the race is 2 hours and 40 minutes, which I
true.
believe, I'm no math expert, but I believe that would mean that we would run exactly half the race, roughly thereabouts.
That'd be wild.
But you're running your double, so
I have no problem either way.
you're running your double.
Okay.
You've been owed a double for like,
It has been. When did we run Sebring? When was that? That was
Watch your fuel. You're close
that
to
was a
extending
month
the pit
ago now
stops
at
by
this
1
point,
Yeah.
I think, right? Yeah.
with Sebring, and I did a double at Montreal. And the
Yep.
race we did before that was... It wasn't Mosport. No way. I'm trying to think.
It might have been. I don't know.
I don't think it was Mosport. We did one after that. Why do I want to say it was like Watkins? No, it wasn't Watkins Glen. We haven't done Watkins Glen together. I mean, if I cared enough, I'd go look it up. But It doesn't
Eh.
matter.
Yeah.
Either way, you're due a double.
I haven't done a double in 6 years.
Yep. It's been 84 years. Been at it forever. I'm actually a 95-year-old person. I'm
Hey, me too.
masquerading as a 21-year-old anime waifu, but I'm actually 95 years old. I have a medical alert bracelet. Okay, like, ooh,
Whoa.
ooh. Yeah, good move, good move, good move.
That's rough to get the slowdown and the X for that.
You know what? It's a lot better than getting ran into.
Yep.
So, all right. So we got 7 incidents to give. We've been really clean the second half of the stint. I'll give you that.
Yeah, I've tightened it up a little bit.
Yeah, you've tightened it up.
2 to go.
2 laps. Okay. I'm ready to go. I got my stretches in. I got my bottle of Prime next to me.
Nice.
Because I only drink sports drinks endorsed by problematic celebrities.
Who's the problematic celebrity for Prime?
Both of them. Logan Paul and KSI are both problematic.
Oh.
And they had oh, what was the name of the kid that they had at WrestleMania? I gotta go look it up. They had a streamer kid show up at WrestleMania. I Show Speed. They had I Show Speed in the Prime bottle at Wrestle. So there's a running bit at WrestleMania the last 2 years that somebody comes out in a giant Prime bottle, and then they get revealed mid-match as to in Logan Paul's match because he's a wrestler now. And he came out and with this Prime bottle, and the Prime bottle last year it was KSI in it, who is the guy who invented Prime with him, right? And then there's this year they had I Show Speed, who is a streamer who mostly does FIFA content now, but is also a problematic piece of shit
54 laps
in the sense
completed,
that he's
60
streamed
left.
himself driving a car 150 miles per hour on the highway.
Oh, jeez.
He has used the R word on multiple occasions, and also on top of that, he's a misogynistic piece of shit. Also, to add to that special bonus piece of shit fact, he's shown his penis on stream before. So, yeah,
Jeez.
he's a real
That sounds
fucking
like a real piece of work.
21 years old. Got more money than you and I, so, you know. It's funny now
This
I'm starting...
991 Porsche is real annoying.
Well, you're going to be pitting here in a minute anyway, so...
Yep.
You're pitting this lap.
Pitting this lap.
Yeah, thank you for the heads up on that. Okay. Let's get at it. Ooh. So we're racing the 227. Okay. Okay, really confusing. That's a 991 Porsche in front of you. Pit,
Yeah.
pit, 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 pit.
Yep.
There's a P2 that's numbered 911. Not confusing at all.
All right.
Good recovery stint, Ryan. Good recovery stint.
Thank you. Rough start.
It is what it is. We're 3 down from the lead, so.
Hey, you're still driving.
Yep. All right, I'm out.
Fresh
I'm
car.
in.
Perfect.
Projecting P19 at the end of the race. Pit limiter turned on.
Alright, chat. Let's fucking rock and roll. 227's towing, actually, so we'll pass him. We already did. Alright, remember the car is heavy and the tires are cold.
That's
Yes.
class position 21 now.
I feel like I'm sitting really well. Oh, you know what? My camera settings changed because I loaded up a third-party camera set.
Oh no.
So I'm sitting really low in the car.
Oh no.
Oh,
You can change that in the
I can
iRacing,
change that, yeah. Yeah, I can.
graphic
Yeah, there we
icon.
go. Okay, there we go. All right,
That's the only one you can change is driver height.
that's fine. That's what I need. Okay, that's a little bit better. Okay. All right, what's gonna have to do? Really? Decipher, like it's one of those things where it's like you know something's different, but you don't know what.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, fuck off. That's an off track.
Has a low I rating of 2.8K.
Right rear. And clear. PIXELCAR behind you. Blue flag. Right behind. You're clear. Blue flag.
Oh wow, yeah, my last hit's gonna be like 25 minutes, 20 minutes.
And you're doing it. You're not getting
right.
out of it.
Nope, I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
God damn it.
On right behind. Clear. Seven on you. Right front. Still there. Clear.
Okay, so that first part of that double right is the third gear, and then the second part's second gear. Put that backwards. There's another car in front of us towing. We might pass another one.
Uh-oh. Oh, that's the 991. Yeah.
That's a
We're
dive.
clear. And clear.
Funny how my entire demeanor changes the minute I get in the car. I just get like super serious about it.
Nothing wrong with taking the racing seriously.
Yes.
I mean, if you're having fun taking it seriously.
Oh yeah, I mean,
That's still the key.
Projecting 21 at the end of the range.
I
It's
still want
it
to
can be
provide a
fun to take
professional
it
effort.
seriously.
So
Rating
There you go.
car is all up on my ass.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the P2 Ferrari.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, flash your lights all you want. I'm giving you the goddamn spot on hell.
Left behind. Still there. We're clear.
If that's even your real name.
You're facing headwind from north here. 9.2 miles per hour.
Oh my god, somebody's name in the server is Burt Macklin. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Okay, I
Who's
need to give
Burt Macklin?
context to that.
Yeah.
Burt Macklin was, you know, oh, what's the name of the ginger guy on Parks and Rec? It was a Parks and Rec bit. Parks and Rec, Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt's character on Parks and Rec always made reference to being an FBI agent named Burt Macklin. And he would come into a room and be like, Burt Macklin, FBI!
33 seconds ahead.
And somebody's iRacing name is Burt Macklin.
Nice.
10 out of 10, no notes. Unfortunately, I chopped him off, which, I'm sorry, Burt Macklin. I want to go in front of the tribunal, so I will let you go. Oh, I cost him a spot. Shit, damn.
Yeah, that's a P.
Oh, it's a P2, never mind, okay.
I'm left behind. It's clear.
Also, Bert's in P13, but get fucked.
Burt Macklin, FBI. Whoop, 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 whoop. Turn, there.
Yeah, I actually go down the first gear on that turn. I tend to shift down lower than most people do, so.
Okay.
Track temperature at 40 degrees.
You want that extra
I-
rotation.
Yeah, I have to go down.
Car ahead of you has lost
I have such a hard time in any car getting it to rotate. I think about Carlos Sainz. I
You
heard
just
Carlos
take
Sainz
that.
in an
I
interview
chopped
say,
you off in the S's. It's perfectly fair game. Burt Macklin, FBI. See, he's in a black car because he's in the FBI.
There you go.
That works. Fucking Parks and Rec. Parks and Rec was a great show. I loved Parks and Rec. It was like the one like TV sitcom, like network sitcom that I actually really liked.
I have not watched a lot of it. I've watched a little bit, but not a ton.
I like it because it did get heavy every now and then, but like it was a real like innocent like, oh haha, you know, like just light kind of 22 minutes of television.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that like retroactively hate it, and I'm like, it's a fine television show. But the first season is a slog, though. I'm warning you right now. If you ever go watch it, the first season sucks. Oh. Whoop, caught it. That was a mess and a half, now wasn't it?
It certainly looked like it.
Blue flag.
Well, that P2 got very sideways.
Right rear. Clear.
Gap ahead 35 seconds.
Not on our own island right now, eh?
Yeah. Car in front is a lap ahead, car behind is a lap behind.
I'm left
I
behind.
can't believe there are so many P2s in this.
I'm just shocked we didn't have a GT, like we didn't have GTPs.
I know, right?
That's the thing that hits me is like, wow, people are really that afraid of rain, eh?
People
mean,
have
on one
rediscovered
hand-
the P2, I guess.
I
Also,
mean, on
but
one hand,
extra
it's
factor.
yeah, it's great for the balance of the classes to have more P2s. So it's good. And it's great for the P2 because I think the P2 is one of the best cars on iRacing. I don't jive with it, but I know it's one of the best cars on iRacing.
It just feels good.
Yeah, it just feels right. but
Whoop.
it's wild that
Track is clear.
GTP performance in the ring is that scary to people that they're going back to the P2. And like this race had 0% chance of rain. Like, that's wild to me.
I wonder how much, like, what kind of numbers iRacing is seeing on people dropping off from running the GTPs. because
Iverson
of
doesn't
that.
even need to see it. You can, that's publicly accessible data. Like, you
I
can-
know.
There's people who
Well-
compile that.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
I'm sure.
I wonder
Ellis-
what that is, though. I wonder what that number is. Yeah, Ellis would know.
Ellis is the big number guy around there, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sherman. First gear through there
Here's-
really turns well.
Here's that Ferrari. Yeah, right? I like it. I like going down to the first gear there.
Oh, this is this dipshit.
Yeah. Granted, their contact with me earlier was I was a factor in that contact.
I know, but nameless gray faces.
Yeah.
You're not my friend. You're a nameless gray face. That's how I approach officials. If I don't know you,
That's the way to do it.
I don't care for you.
Yes.
As like shitty as it sounds. If I don't know you, I don't care for you. If I know
Look,
your,
we're
if I
competing
recognize,
here.
if I recognize your name, you get a pass. Like when we run against TMR, if I see a TMR car, you get a break.
Yeah. Absolutely.
If you're running a bum car, you get a break. If you're running a big Promble car, I'm gonna race you like an asshole. You know, like that's just how it works, you know?
That's the way it goes.
Yeah. Yeah, first gear is definitely fine there. It's great. The gear there.
I like it.
You need the rotation from it. God, the Porsche is so good. I love driving this goddamn car.
It's so good here too. This is such a good combo.
Makes me like Road America.
Wind is from the northeast direction, 7.0 miles per hour.
I thought about running it in one of the ELN races.
Car behind lap time 1
I kind of want to do
hours.
GT Endurance, which is the GT3 only endurance races.
3 hour.
Yeah, the 3 hours. Because I was talking with Amy and I'm like, global endurance is neat and all, but I don't really like it. I don't like the tracks don't seem to work well. I don't want to race in the GTP anymore, and like the races are 6 hours. It's such an ask. That like,
Kind of an all-day thing.
yeah, it's such a fucking commitment. So I'd like to switch to GT Endurance because it'd be perfect. It's just 20 minutes longer than this. And
Yeah.
it'd be single
You don't
class,
have to
but
worry
like,
about prototypes.
yeah, I wouldn't have to worry about prototypes, but it'd be fun to run GT Endurance.
Yeah.
So Amy and I might pivot to that. Plus, keep in mind, next season is typically the iRacing Oops All 24 Hours for Global Endurance. So they could do,
Oh yeah.
right? So, like, I think I would like to pivot to that. So Double Blue might get another, a German cousin in a GT Porsche instead of a
Right
regular
on.
Porsche. Double Blau might need a GT retrofit. Although maybe we just mix it up and run something else for that. Like delivery is the livery. Like this is our 2024 livery, right? Like we're running that. We're running this on the Drive for More 24 or race for cause 24. But like, not. I'm open to the idea of mixing those up with it.
Right on.
We gotta turn up more TC. Mr. Boy here.
Yeah, it definitely gets into the more TC would be handy as the fuel comes down. It started to get sketchy towards the end of the run on me.
Especially turn run proportions were
Oh,
crazy.
yeah. Yeah.
Well, I just turned it up to a 5, so
There you
I'll
go.
probably put it to a 6 by the end of the run, so just be forewarned on that. It was at a 4
Alright.
by default. I didn't touch brake bias though, brake bias is fine.
Yep, I haven't touched that either.
NALMP2 on the way. Going right side rear. Clear.
43 minutes on fuel left.
Yeah, you're gonna be in the car for 20 minutes. You're doing your goddamn double.
Hey, I'm doing it.
Not getting out of it.
We're looking at a Class C19 for stage.
ALMP2 here.
You only have 31 laps left on this thing.
Jesus fucking.
It's not like they're any longer than any other track. But
No,
when you
it's
see
just
that,
it's just
that lap
how
count, you're
short
like,
the lap is,
"Fuck."
right? It makes it feel
Yeah.
like it's forever. It's
Right.
luckily with these cars you just go by time.
Yeah.
55 to a stand or whatever. So.
Good job running. Class C19 now. Next position will move
I
to
love
pit
it when you're going through a corner like that and you're just riding
lane.
on the
Seconds down from your
You're just
fastest lap.
praying that it points.
Yeah, that last
So-
turn here is a lot of fun.
It's so
One of the best
fun.
corners in iRacing.
On dry
yeah,
tire.
That
But,
and plate coming up here.
yeah. Oh, yeah. The plate curve is wild.
It's two laps in a row. I've kind of not been good through that corner.
It's a tough corner.
I also got really lucky in the fact that a lot of traffic is spread out compared to you. It's the plight of starting, right? Is that you're gonna
Yeah.
have all the traffic on you.
Yeah, that's the way it works.
No safety cars in iRacing. That's what it is.
Yep.
Am I doing okay with times? I feel like like that lap was slower, but like laps
Yeah, it's
prior.
fine.
Okay, I'm doing okay with time.
Yeah. Yeah, you're solidly in the 22s.
Just making sure. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm a brave NB hanging on to a car. Okay, alright. Putting my brave person pants on.
There you go.
I'm brave.
The car. Oh, the car in front.
32 laps.
The car in front is pitting, and they just grazed the wall coming into pit road on the left-hander before the
Mhm.
right-hander onto pit road.
Yep.
They just like bounced on the wall.
Well, there's another car that's towing in front of us, so
Oh yeah, yeah. Solo dolo.
yep.
And the car in front is running yeah, it looks like 22s and 23s also. And they're pitting right now.
Please don't throw it in on me.
So-
Now you can go.
On right behind. Clear behind. It's clear.
Car behind on
Hey,
track.
Ryan.
Medium backside.
Yes.
That LMP2 has a Jag sponsorship on it.
What?
Right. Up to Class C18.
Ah, good old Jags.
Hey, so we can get all your P2 parts.
That's right.
That Montreal race was hilarious. The shit that we were riffing on was so goddamn funny. I really got to get better through that set of corners. That was great.
You can take the first set. You can take the first corner a lot
Third.
faster.
Yeah.
Yeah. And definitely in third. Yeah, that's what I do.
I just keep missing the apex for the second half.
Yeah. I have to brake way earlier than I feel like I need to on that corner. That's just kind of my strategy on that corner is.
I'll throw it in. Oh, you asshole. Nah, whatever. Doesn't matter. Getting a spot here.
Improving. Class
Nice.
now.
We're up to P18.
Let's go.
There's about 11 items to get in the rest
This is a
of the
gigantic GT3 field.
Yes. Whoa, okay. This thing's getting real sketchy through the S's. I definitely see what you're talking about it.
In this case, we're up in Class B17.
Well, that was a completely unnecessary off track now, wasn't it?
12. We're up to 12 now.
I think that's 2 for me.
We have an hour to go.
Okay, let's keep it clean.
Good window open now.
God, the front end's already going away.
Yep.
It's crazy. Like the already, like the front, like I know the front end goes late on this car, but like it's already going late.
From the last 5 laps to you, 0.61 gallons on average.
It's 12 o'clock.
AL and P2 behind you. You got 2 behind. You're clear. Clear.
P2s.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to be part of that. We'll just back out of it. Not in the game here. Diving in on me, going into the turn 10. Absolutely take that. I brake really for it.
On left side here. Clear.
Smart move.
No gain, right? Like, there's no point in racing these people.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely.
On a lap of our own.
Five lap delta ahead. 2.2.
Whenever I race here, and in particular when I'm spectating somebody race here, it's always real hard for me just to not be constantly talking about like, oh, I watched from this corner before when I was in Tequila
Oh, yeah.
Mall
I'm
there,
like
and I
that
watched
all
from
the
this
time.
corner, and oh, I watched from this corner, it was really cool, and I saw this at this corner.
That's me with most port walking.
Yeah. And
On left rear.
And like every time we come through that run in the last turn down across the start finish line, I think about how cool it was. This past year at Petit Le Mans, we went to we did the grid walk and walked down the front straight right before the first part of the race, and it was so cool to see the ground like torn up and dirty and muddy, like on that runoff on the outside of the exit of that curve where people were going off. Like it was wild, and it looked rough too. Like the ground there was rutted and like not smooth. It looked like it would be a bad day in a race car.
4 laps left. 1 second
Turns
left
out
from
going
the
to
center
racetracks in real life and seeing real life race cars, it's very fun. It's a good time.
There's a reason
No, no.
why I go to Mosport on most of their big event weekends when I don't give
There you
a
go.
fuck about the series.
There you go.
Like, I go to Mosport on Victoria Day weekend next month on the Saturday. I always go on the Saturday now. Partially just to scanner it, because it's fun to take my scanner and
There you go.
to the racetrack. But partially also because race cars live, even if
Yeah.
it's shit that I don't care about, is better than just doing nothing.
Yeah. Still good.
Like-
Race cars, good.
Like, Mosport, when apart from the IMSA weekend, like this year they're adding Trans Am to the Labor Day weekend though, so that's kind of cool. So I'll go to that. But like, the Victoria Day weekends, like, just sucks. The headliner's Pinty's. Like, it's a Canadian NASCAR series, and like it used to be great because it used to be SRO used to be the headliner on the Sunday of that weekend. But now SRO doesn't go there anymore, so it's just a lot of Canadian series running on the undercard. There is Sports Car Championship Canada, which is like Canadian Michelin Pilot Challenge. It's GT4s, TCRs, and they added the TCA class from SRO, which is okay, whatever. But they also have Radical Cup and like something called Super Production, which is like road going cars on like a road tire,
Oh,
which is
yeah.
kind of cool. And like they get like 45 cars, and you see everything from like Nissan Altimas to like Honda Civics to like
Nice.
Nissan 370Zs and stuff. So,
Sounds
like,
pretty cool.
it is kind of neat, but like I don't give a fuck. Like I just don't. Like it's like I don't follow these championships too closely. I don't know. I can name some drivers in passing just from hearing them on the PA, but like I don't actively like seek out like, oh, I need to see fucking this guy race. There was one guy actually. There was Gavin Sanders, who used to race in the Formula Indy League that I tried out, and I didn't realize that he raced in the real life until I went to the Honda Indy, and he went there as a driver in the GT4 in the Sports Car Championship in Canada. So we were supposed to meet up, we never did, but it was kind of neat to be like, oh, this guy is in the series, and I'm like, oh man, it's a shame what happened to you. And he's like, yeah, the BOP was shit, and I'm like, oh,
It's always the deal.
it's always the BOP. You're bitching about BOP in a 3-car class, yeah, like, seriously, like,
50 minutes left of this session.
Yeah, a few years ago I went to Grid Life at Road Atlanta.
Grid
and it
Life
was
is awesome.
Yeah, but it was the same way. Like, I knew absolutely no one there. I didn't know anything about that series or anything. I just went to see cool cars, and it was really awesome.
that's what I'm hoping to see. Like, I'll probably, like, Trans Am's a little different, because like Trans Am's a fever dream. Have you ever looked at the grid of Trans Am lately?
No, not lately. Like,
It's
I know
like
Trans Am cars
Scott
would be wild,
Goodyear and like Boris Said
but-
and
Boris
like
said, hell yeah.
Paul Menard races in Trans Am now. And you're just like, what the fuck is this? What is going on here? But Trans Am is kind of cool because like it's fallen off from where it was in the 90s. It was amazing. You had Ford putting in like factory money into it, and like Tommy Kendall and Scott Pruitt racing those all-sport Mustangs, and Ron Fellows. That's where he got his start, was in that series and everything. Like that's cool as shit. As a Canadian, it's like that's the series that Ron got good in. But like on the other hand, it's fallen off significantly to where it was in the 90s. That like it's weird, but it's also good because it's basically it's a great stock car road course car, if that makes any sense. Like it's effectively a late model with aero. That's what it is. So, look forward to seeing Trans Am. That'll be Labor Day weekend. Reska, the race is going. We are participating in it. We wrecked the car at one point, but we're sitting 17th, 4 laps down from the class leader. We're having a good recovery run right now. I'm in the car to finish fuel run, and then Ryan, who has been trying to weasel his way out of double stinting, is going to run his double stint.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are. You're getting in the goddamn car.
Oh, my wheel stopped working all of a sudden.
Oh,
It's
wow.
wild.
Okedka shows. Oh, my God.
And just reach down and check this.
Oh,
Pick that
no.
emergency stop.
Oh, no. You mean to tell me that I'm going to have to drive 20 additional minutes? Oh, jeez. If you do that, you're doing doubles for the next 2 races. Because that will be like 4 races in a row I run the double.
Most definitely.
But no, we're doing good. Car feels great because it's a Porsche. And I mean, it's fantastic.
We're solidly in the vibes now.
I fucking
I've
love
been having
this
a good
car.
time chatting about racing and fake sponsors.
I love this car. I'm not kidding. I fucking love this car.
It's really good.
Like, I really love, like, I genuinely love this car in the sense that I used to remember hearing people go like, oh, I unlocked the speed in this car. I figured out lots of quirks or whatever. And I'd be like, oh, yeah, I feel like I did that before. And then I started driving this car, and we ran an Enduro at Sebring. You and I. We ran IMSA Endurance at Sebring one year, or one weekend. And we ran it. And what the fuck happened here? What the fuck happened there?
Oh no. Oh no, that's P16 and P15 also. Oh, terrible.
Oh no. Oh god. Oh, that's terrible. But I remember we were running Sebring, and I'll remember it clear as day. We were going through turn 1 at Sebring, and I was trying to catch somebody, and I really zoned in. Like, I literally, like, muted Discord. I'm like, I need to focus up, like, real heavy on this. And we ran a lap, or we went through turn 1, and I figured out something with the throttle to get the rear end to plant in a way that I never, ever figured out. And I went, oh, this is what unlocking the speed in the car is. I didn't know what it was. I thought I knew what it was, but then I really knew what it was, and I was like, oh. Okay, now it makes sense. And so far to this day, I'm including every oval car, I'm including every road car. That is the first time that has ever happened to me. And I feel like I genuinely have a step up on people coming in this car.
Hell yeah. It's definitely a car that takes practice.
But like, I feel like I understand it. Like, I can feel, like, in most cars, I struggle to feel when the rear slips, or I struggle to feel when the tires break traction. In this car, I feel it a lot better. Like, I feel like I understand where the break point is now.
Yep. And it's been, I feel the same way about getting on throttle. Like, I can feel what the car's doing when I'm getting on throttle better in this than I can in most cars. And I really enjoy that.
Yeah.
The cars in iRacing that I really enjoy driving are just very pleasing to drive. Like, that are just fun to interact with. And this is definitely one of those for me.
Like, it's a GT3, but it's engaging.
Yeah.
Which is good. Like, I drive the Merc, and I've driven the Merc before, and the Merc is fun because you can swing the ass end out, and like, that's fun and interesting in that sense. But like, the Porsche is something else.
The Merc is fun. I enjoy a lot of the GT3s. I like this. I like the Merc. I like the Ferrari a lot. Those are kind of my top 3, I guess, probably.
I'm quickly becoming a Porsche slut. Like, I really am.
Nothing wrong with that.
I have to be a Porsche.
Only when they weren't all inferior to the RSR.
I know, right?
I mean, I love the RSR too.
Yeah,
the RSR is the car that
yeah.
made me fall in love with Porsches.
There you go.
You know, like, I'm gonna have, a residence in Stuttgart at this rate. That's how much I love the Porsche.
Left behind slower by 10.15.
about to say, don't you dare give me a fucking off track. I'll get so mad.
That was right on
That
the
was
edge.
right on the edge, yeah.
That's about as far as you can push that corner.
Yeah. 17 laps left. We'll go up to TC6 now. So just a reminder, I'm going to have to TC up 2 from stock.
All right.
Jacoby Renato is behind you. On right side behind.
Thanks to this new button box map that I got. It's super easy to grab the TC landing. It's right there.
Yeah.
It's within reach.
Alright, fast people.
Having lots of buttons to use is very handy.
I have 32 of them at the
Yes.
ready.
Yes.
It is a sicko button box now.
Take about 25.
To the point where I don't have enough room to mount it horizontally. It's vertical.
We're looking at
Luckily, the software for the Stream Deck allows you to rotate the orientation of the Stream Deck. However, frustratingly, the menu doesn't update when you ask it to rotate the Stream Deck. So it still lists all the buttons as horizontally, but they're on the Stream Deck as vertical.
Oh wow.
So like when you're using the interface to set the buttons, they're all horizontal, and then
That's inconvenient. That seems like
yeah,
an
it is a little inconvenient, but it's a great button box. I mean, I have the 15 button Stream Deck for the longest time. I use it every day. Even for like I even use it in like Photoshop because like I have saving shortcuts. So all I got to do is hit a button that says Save Paint or Save Spec, and it saves
yeah.
my spec maps and my paints as I go, so I don't have to go through the Control Save menu all the time.
I bet that would be so handy.
Oh, it's great. It's fantastic. I swear by it.
I was talking to my sister last night about graphics and art and interacting with these programs that people use for that. And she just got a new iPad recently, and she draws and paints and stuff constantly.
That's awesome.
Just whatever. If she's sitting in her living room watching TV or something, she's got a pad out and she's drawing something or doodling something just all the time. When we were talking about it yesterday, she had her watercolors out and was just painting just watercolor cards, like greeting card style sizes.
That's so cool.
She does it all the time, and she but she recently got a new iPad, and she's been trying to like get into doing kind of the same thing on the iPad, but she said she has had a hard time like learning how to use the program that she has on the iPad for that. And I mentioned one of your streams and was like, it's so great. It's so cool to watch somebody that knows how to use the program and knows how like to navigate it well, and how efficient you are at doing it. Like it seems like that's not a hindrance in the same way that she was talking about it being a hindrance.
Number 11 from IMSA heads to
But
the
that takes
Flash your
practice, you know.
lights. Go ahead, take the goddamn spot. Go the fuck ahead. Like, you flashed them twice down the straightaway. I think you've announced your intentions.
It's very annoying.
Oh, it's because the GT leads on there. So.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, we're gonna do one of these for the GT leader because he's been polite.
There you go. Makes
P2,
sense.
I am fucking letting the GT leader through.
Yeah, what?
I'm abiding by the law. Oh boy. Oh. Yeah, you can just. Yeah, y'all have fun with that. That P2 behind me is poor position. Reevaluate your life choices. Yeah. Well, and you go, Matthew. You go. Oof. Lumping.
Yeah.
Still happening. They're still wrecking.
Named Harry.
How do we survive that without getting an incident?
Group D, up to class position 14 now.
That's right.
Ahead point 3.
But no, like, I love doing Photoshop streams, and I've said it, I want to work them into the channel more. Maybe not every week, but like every other week or something. I like them because they're relaxing and they're a way to do streams without having to be like super engaged and like having to like really like be sweaty and like focus on races like this. But like
You can pause the Photoshop stream.
oh, I could just stop and
Yeah, you could just stop.
Whoa, caught it. We could just kind of like
Previous lap time was upfronted at 16.1.
vibe, which is nice.
You can take the time to Google something if you want to.
Yeah, we could watch a YouTube video or something or whatever. But it's also fun in the sense that like I wanted at first I wanted them to be an education. I wanted to teach people Photoshop. But I found that people didn't really want to learn it; they just wanted to see it.
Yeah.
So I'm willing to teach people when I do it. Okay.
People have questions, you're
I'm willing
glad
to answer
them. Yeah.
And I used to have it where like it would show all my key presses on the screen.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, I used to have it like that, but I don't have it anymore. An on-screen keyboard type thing. But like I said, nobody really watched it. So with that, like they would watch it, but they wouldn't be interested in the educational portion of it. So I think the way that I do it now, where I just do it and interact and talk about it, is a lot better. So I think that's how we're going to do it from now on. I love teaching. Like, I genuinely love teaching. My grandmother was a teacher. I love teaching. When I left my old job to go to this new job, I was actually like psyched to train my replacement because like I was like, oh, I get to pass this along to someone.
Yeah.
I get to pass along all this information that I've accrued over the last 7 years of this job to somebody new, and it's great. Like it's awesome. But like on the other hand, you know, like, I'm losing that information. But after the last day I was there, when I was wrapping up, he was like, hey, you should really get into teaching. Like, you're a really good teacher. And I'm like, well, you know, I do these Photoshop streams on Twitch. That's how I kind of got good at it. It's a good kid.
It is very satisfying to like know enough about something where you can explain it to someone else.
Yeah.
I do a lot of training for our customers when it comes to like when we migrate them to 365 and all that.
There you go.
Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's
Sometimes it's frustrating, yeah.
If the people are willing to learn, it's awesome.
yes, that is
Yeah.
important.
Like if they are
host,
like, oh, I'm
either in
required.
person or team sessions. And I always tell them I'm not showing videos. I expect you to participate. If you don't, I will ask you a question.
Ooh, whoa. But no, I love teaching. It's genuinely one of my favorite things to do, is to show people things. It's why I do a lot of like primer on the streams. Like there are a lot of sim racing streamers, and they are out there, and I can name like 20 of them who don't explain the basics. Like they don't explain how
I'm
multi-class
fast.
racing.
Watch me go fast.
Well, not so much that as much as it's like they don't explain how multi-class racing works. Or like they don't explain how a caution. I had to explain how a caution works to somebody once. An old one. And I always make an effort to explain those basic aspects of this game because it is confusing to somebody who's never seen racing. Like explaining, oh, we're racing these cars, but we're not racing these cars.
Yeah.
Like that's confusing to people. Like especially if you're coming from like a Formula One mindset where every car in the race is in the right, like it's one class, and every driver has one car, you know, or one car, one driver, and explaining, oh no, we swap drivers. We run 2 hour and 40-minute races. We sometimes run 6 hours or 12 hours or 24 hours, or as we're workshopping in 18 hours. You know, like you're explaining those concepts to people and educating people about my hobby is one of my favorite things to do. Is
One I
just-
get the most. So then you get to buy upgrades for your car, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's got the same car.
So how's that? And then what do you win? Satisfaction, hanging out with my friends.
I tell people it's like golf.
Yeah.
It's a chance for me to hang out with my friends for 3 or 4 hours and bullshit about whatever.
Yep.
I describe
that's
it
not,
as
that's
sim-
not explaining multi-class.
No, but like I explain it as like race car cosplay.
Yeah, that's a good way to do
I'm
it.
cosplaying as a race car driver. That was a good catch. That was a sick
There you
catch,
go.
Actually,
Blue flag.
I'm so good.
Hell yeah. The car
I'm turning into
directly
that
behind
cocky
us.
fighter pilot.
There
As
you
I
go.
like to say.
32 minutes.
No
The,
one
the,
behind.
the,
Right
the,
flag
the
going.
white Mercedes behind us is the car behind us in the field, but they're 2 laps down on us.
Okay, so we'll just let him go. We'll just
Yeah.
let him go. That'll piss him off nicely.
There you go.
This is how I race in multi-class. Is like if you are behind me, but you don't have any sort of chance of catching me before the end, unless some bad shit happens, yeah, you can go ahead.
Yeah.
It's frustrating you, I know. But no, like I like explaining how this shit works to people, and hopefully it encourages. I'm not even looking to be like, oh, and hopefully one day you'll come race with me. Like it's just
I'm right behind.
no. I want people to be able to watch these races and understand what the fuck's going on. Like,
Makes sense. More enjoyable when you know what's going on.
yeah.
30
Because there
Like
are
most-
some races where like it goes to shit. Like there are some races where it's like I don't have much to say. Like there's nothing going on. We're just in a big wall. Or you know you're doing other things. So like it's we do have races where we just suck.
0.6 gallons used on last lap.
So to keep it at least interesting, like look, we're on the same lap as Alex up here, or Lexus.
Estimated rating will be 1,200.
Oh, hey, wow, okay. That's
I think
that's
he
the
just-
car we're
he's-
racing for position.
Yeah, he
actually.
just got out of the pits though. So. Speaking of which,
Yes, 9 laps left.
9 laps. Wow. It's funny how much shorter the stints go when you're driving.
Yeah, that's true.
Little by little, the more I run Road Atlanta, the more I turn to like.
Yes.
I know, yeah, you're sickoing
good
me
track.
right now, but like, I fucking hated it. I fucking hated Road Atlanta. But the more I run it, the more it's grown on me. I'll give you that.
But
Oh, the front end's so light. Front end's so light, it doesn't want to turn. And now it wants to turn too much when you're going through that corner.
yes.
Because all the weight's on the rear now, and the front end isn't. The aero balance is going right. So
It's much easier to do portion things at this point in the stint.
yes, very much gonna want to send you to a pine box made out of Stuttgart.
That's right.
Dee, did you mention Stuttgart for the second time on stream? Damn right I did.
Gotta meet those contractual obligations.
That's right.
Speaking of contractual obligations, DRE, Digital Race Engineer, get DRE.app. Use the promo code DD5010, DEE, number 10, for 10% off on DRE. Official sponsor of
DRE.
PIXELCAR Racing. Thank you for the reminder, impossible to appreciate. And plugged it that time. Good, I did it before we went into ads. Okay, good. Alright, good timing.
Nice.
Good timing, good timing. The plight of being a Twitch affiliated swimmer too, is just have ads, which wouldn't be a problem if you're playing like something like Helldivers. Oh my god!
Ooh. Good save.
Oh boy!
21.9
That
lap
looks
track.
sketchy.
Wow! That was lucky.
Wow. 50-50 grind on the curve there.
Damn right, 50-50. Woo! We had to
That
wheel
was
it.
wild.
Can you tell that the aero balance is gone? Alright, just get to the spot.
Yep. 7 laps to go.
After this, we're gonna make a big old pot of hamburger helper.
Nice. Find out what's going on at Augusta.
That's right. Scotty Scheffler 3 under!
Blue flag.
Can we all get along? Can we all get along? Dumb meme.
That's so good.
Okay, focus up.
Going right side behind. And clear.
There we go. That's more like it. I know Valentino Rossi went into GT racing, had no idea about Tony Hawk.
21.9 lap track.
That's right.
That's good. That's good. Phone there. That's good. All we needed is the Tony Hawk special. And the bring to fucking hit.
There you go. There you go.
Shout out Tony Hawk. He's like 60, still skateboarding. He was on AEW Dynamite like last month. They had him show up on Dynamite, and he was with Darby Allin, who's like this. He's insane. He's this 23-year-old daredevil,
Blue flag.
insane kid. He was gonna climb Everest. He was literally about to climb Everest. The last match before he went to go to climb Everest, broke his foot. Couldn't climb Everest.
Oh no.
And so
No.
they did a segment on Dynamite, like it wasn't a storyline, like it was a legitimate thing. He broke his foot. So he did a segment with Tony Hawk promoting, because he was going to climb Everest for Project Skate Park, which I guess is Tony Hawk's foundation to try and build skate parks around the United States. And Darby's in a walking boot and everything. And he had Tony Hawk do a hand plant on his broken foot because he's crazy.
Another track crash. We have approximately 19.9 lap track.
Fucking love the Porsche. Every time I drive the Porsche, I have to instinctually say, I fucking love driving this car.
It's a good car.
And behind. Going left side rear.
We're
The
up to
problem is, I
P14,
wanna-
by the way.
What's that?
We're back up to P14, by the way.
I'm putting in work, huh?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh, buddy. That's it. That's it. You get the doot doot.
That fat Porsche has had a hard race. They had some speed earlier, but that was one of the cars that was involved in the wreck that you saw on the straight right here earlier, like 10 laps
Oh, they
ago
were
or
in that?
whatever. Yeah.
Doesn't excuse them for not just parking the bus and the fucking...
And here's Michael Falco in the Ferrari.
Oh, this
behind us
guy?
again.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Like being stuck in a conversation you don't want to be in.
4 laps to go, by the way.
Like your partner invites you to talk to this person, you're like, oh, I think you'd really like them, and you don't.
Yeah, you don't. They're just very annoying.
Oh, you like race cars too? Oh, well, I do blah blah blah. And then you're like, oh, just go. Leave me alone. I don't like you. They do the race car thing like you. They play the Gran Turismo. Oh, God. Yeah, I play the F123. My favorite team is McLaren. Yeah, of course, it's always McLaren. You're always McLaren fans now. You watch Drive to Survive, and you're like, that Lando Norris is cheeky. I like him. Get it.
Right side rear. Clear.
Fly on ground two.
Apologies to anybody in the Twitch chat who is a McLaren fan. I did not mean anything by that.
You're cool.
I'll forgive you.
We weren't talking
I'll
about.
forgive you. You want to know who my favorite F1 team is?
Not one that exists anymore.
Andretti.
There you go. There you
Goddamn
go.
right. They're gonna have to tell me that I'm not an Andretti fan by ripping it from my cold dead hands. Goddamn it.
I'm just waiting for Andretti to just be like, we got an F1 car. We're coming to testing. What are you going to do about it?
They theoretically could. You know that they could, right? Because like the FIA has approved it. So they could
that'd be
theoretically still
They-
show up on the grid.
And they will still finish ahead of Alpine. Personally.
Oh, Alpine's so bad.
I'm sorry, but like I'm rooting for Andretti just for the pure spite factor at this point. Like, they're getting fucked over so much by the FIA and F1. Well, not the FIA, but F1 specifically. That like, I'm now at the point where I'm like, no, fuck you. No, like legit, fuck you. Let them on the grid.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like being stuck in a conversation that we don't want to be in. But luckily, we're out of that conversation.
There
They
you go.
touched base over there. Those two started talking.
We'll leave Istvan and Michael to argue amongst themselves.
Oh, I do sim racing. Oh, what do you play? Automobilista. Nobody plays that!
No, you don't. Don't lie to me.
Alright, 2.6.
Yep.
Fun fuel gun.
1 minute 22.6.
Good note,
Last
if you
lap.
want to do that 3-hour GT3, it's at the greatest track ever to over next week.
Where is it next week?
Le Mans.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Oh. I mean, on one hand, it's fun. Le Mans is fun. On the other hand, I'm not good there.
And other note, this car is dead in feature.
Yeah, I believe that. I believe that entirely.
Yeah, the Porsche is. Yeah, it's a death.
Also, I just
that-
realized what track was the last track you ran a double. It was Le Mans. It was on New Year's Eve.
Ah,
I just
Nice.
remembered it.
that's been quite a while ago.
You know?
Right behind. No one behind.
Or it might have been Mosport. Which was... No, Mosport was the one before that one. So...
You do the 3-hour solo.
You can do the 3-hour solo. I think I found what you're doing next Saturday.
May run 1 or 2.
However, I will not be participating next Saturday because next Saturday is my birthday, and I take my birthday off.
There you go. There you go.
And I have a beautiful day, sitting at home, doing fuck all.
That works.
Because I do not race on my birthday.
You're in this lap.
Okay.
Blue flag.
Well, let me tell you something. The car's been fun.
We got 10 closing in.
Nice.
I want to thank Lauren and the crew here in New York for welcoming me on Saturday Night Live. I want to thank our musical guest, Beck, who apparently is a
Beck.
relevant music artist in 2024 to be on Saturday Night Live.
It's always Beyonce. It's always that Beyonce.
There you go.
Had a wonderful time. Good night. This P2 doesn't have a front end.
On right rear. Still
Wait, that team isn't named Didier Albuquerque. That guy is named Didier Albuquerque and just named his team Didier Albuquerque.
Hell yeah, that's how you do it.
Fucking iRacing team names always crack me up. Alright, coming in.
All right, I'm ready.
Along with windscreen.
This is P2.
clear.
Well, car 29 in front has a low hourly of 2K.
Wassenberg is behind. Clear. 10.
Alright, fun stuff. right, buddy.
2.
You got 18 minutes to bring us home.
Servicing.
18 minutes.
And I even kept the incidents down for you.
Nice.
Fresh
Nice.
car for
Good
you.
work.
Best of luck finishing this up. I have to take off.
All right. Fun hanging out. Thank
Yeah,
you.
see ya. What?
The car's not moving. Oh, there we go.
Because
What
the
was that?
fuel wasn't done.
Oh,
Or
okay.
the driver swap. Oh, you know what? It was driver swap.
Gotcha.
That's what it was. It was driver swap. I was about to be like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
I got the move it call from the from the crew chief, but I couldn't move it.
That's weird.
That was weird.
I like to move it.
Number 16 behind is boxing after
There you go.
27 laps in the stint.
That was fun.
We're up to P13.
Yep. Remember, the TC's at 6, so...
Oh yeah, okay. All right.
That was fun. I'm achy. By the way, the thunderstorm sounds like it rolled through. It's already gone. I think I haven't heard of
That's good.
thunder anything. So, plus it doesn't matter now. You're into the end. So,
There you go.
I'm glad I kept it clean. I'm very proud of that because, like I said, my safety
Yeah.
rating's
You only
gone
got
to
one
shit
X there,
lately.
I think.
3. Got 3.
Okay. All right.
3.
Hey, that works.
I got 1 on the outlap. I got 1 on that weird run into 7 or 8, I
Yep.
guess it would be. And then I got 1. I think I got 1 when I 50-50 grinded the curb there.
Yeah.
So-
Oh, that was so good.
I'm very proud of that. Should probably go back and watch it after we're done tonight.
It looked right on the edge.
It looked pretty dope. It was pretty dope.
It also looked dope.
Yeah, it was very close. Like I could feel it stepping, and I'm like, oh boy, this is bad. But luckily, I was able to get it gathered. So, strangely though, the car had like a weird moment where like it was bad to start, and then, or it was good to start, and then it slowly got bad. But like with about 6 or 7 laps of fuel left, it shifted to being kind of better than it was. I think it was because I turned up the TC more, or I started driving the car better when it got to low fuel, which is something that comes with time, where you understand the characteristics of the car.
Yep.
Once it wears through the fuel, like it burns the fuel off. So, I don't know, but I'm happy with it. I'm very happy with my stint.
It was a good stint. Solid stint.
Yeah. My friend Steve has sent me pictures of both Allstate Arena and Now Arena in Chicago, which are both famous wrestling venues in Chicago, which is kind of neat that he went and did that. He also went to, he goes to minor hockey arenas, like minor league hockey arenas. That's his big thing. And he's doing a trip through Milwaukee and Chicago this weekend. And he went to go see Milwaukee, and he saw the Milwaukee Mile yesterday. And he sent me pictures of that, which was kind of cool. So
Neat.
yeah. He's like, I can't get any closer than this. And I'm like, that's cool. It's fine. You saw the Milwaukee Mile. That's kind of neat. He's been to so many racetracks now, just because he goes on these on these minor league hockey trips, and he sees like all these cool, like he saw Indianapolis a few months ago.
Oh, did he go on the tour?
Yeah, he did, and he got to walk on the track and
Nice.
shit. It's really
Yeah,
cool.
it's cool. I've
Yeah.
never been to a race at Indy, but I've been to the tour and been to the museum. It's very neat.
I want to go to the museum. I got to find an excuse to get to Indianapolis at
Fuel
some point.
window open.
It's just too cool a play. Like, it's just too famous a play. Like, I've been to Daytona.
Yeah.
Like, I've been to Daytona. I've been to Charlotte. I have to get to Indianapolis, right? Like, I have to complete that trilogy, right? Like,
Daytona and Indy, probably the two most iconic racing locations in the U.S. I bet.
yeah. I would agree with that. Indianapolis and Daytona, yeah. Like, Charlotte is the cultural hub of NASCAR, but the historic
Yeah.
start of NASCAR was Daytona. So, like, yeah. I got to get to the Indy 500 at some point. I got to do that race.
It seems cool.
It's wild. And, like, since the centennial one, it's been just getting bigger and bigger. Even after COVID, like, it's such an event now. Like, I imagine this year it's going to be a zoo because Larson's running it. Like, it's going to be wild to watch the Indy 500 this year. The crazy thing is, I think Larson can win. Larson's good.
How did the
laps to
testing
go.
thing go this week?
He finished second in testing on day 1, and day 2 got
Jeez.
rained out. Like, he's in an Aero McLaren car. Like, it's a good car. He could do it. I've always been curious, and I'm still waiting to see how it works when somebody who's trying to run the double wins the Indy 500. How the fuck is that going to happen? Like, how do you get him to Charlotte? Like, you win the Indy 500, and then you have to go.
Then you gotta leave.
You have to, like,
Weather alert.
they always
Top
say,
temp
well,
has
we'll have a
decreased
truncated
28.0
post race,
degrees Fahrenheit
and
today.
we will make every effort to get Kyle to Charlotte in time for the start of the Coca-Cola 600. And I'm like, man, it's the Indy 500.
I know,
It's
right?
the biggest, longest running oval race in the world. It is a crown jewel of motorsport. Like, I could totally see NASCAR just granting him a playoff waiver if he wins the Indy 500. It's just like, they'll put Justin Allgaier in the 5 for that week for the 600, and then Larson just gets a playoff waiver because he went and won the Indy 500.
Yeah. But to get into the playoffs, do you have to run every race or something?
Technically, yeah, but he's already won a race this year, right? So he's got to wait. Like, he's already in the playoffs. So technically, you have to, but NASCAR is also really stupid in the sense that you can get suspended and you get the waiver anyways.
Yeah.
So, like, it doesn't matter. They wipe their ass with playoff waivers.
Here's that fucked up P2.
Is he still fucked up?
Yeah. At least he is in my rearview mirror.
Well, we'll see in just a moment. Yeah, he's still fucked up. Buddy, you got no front end. 10.5 minutes to go, by the way.
All right. Well, this car feels real good.
Oh, it's great. I fucking love the Porsche. Chat, I'm going to give you a shout out. Thank you for sticking with us today. Not exactly the most exciting race in the world, but we're recovering pretty well. We're sitting... Where are we sitting in class now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13th. P13 in class, by the way. We've really done work the last stint and a half or so.
Yeah, good recovery.
We've absolutely been kicking ass, so good work.
What? How far
Temper
ahead
ahead
is
of
the
you
car
has
in
lost
front?
7.3 tenths on previous lap.
A whole lap and they're directly behind you.
Oh, okay.
So just ride. Don't think we can get it.
Yep.
We need some bullshit to happen in order for us to get another spot, but I think we've done a great recovery from the incident earlier. I don't think we ever had anything for the leaders, but we seem to be a very good solid top 10 GT3 car whenever we run these splits, so
Yep.
But yeah, thank you, chat, for sticking with us today. I know it's not been like the most entertaining race in the world, but we've had fun today. I think we've had fun today. I've had fun today, even despite what happened earlier. At least the car was repaired, so I was just able to just drive a fresh car and get after it. I did some good work. I think I ran some pretty good lap times. Did I run quicker than Ryan? No, Ryan ran the quickest lap. Yeah, I was actually
Sector
slower than Ryan for most of the stint. But it's just... I was slower, but, like, more chaos was happening in front of us, so it kind of worked out nicely in that sense. If you like what you're seeing, hit that follow button. I stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, mostly Tuesdays and Thursdays. I stream Tuesday nights. I usually run a couple of officials. This week we're probably going to switch back to the B car and run a Talladega and then run Super Formula Fixed at Monza. Thursday night, I run NIS, NASCAR iRacing Series. We're at Talladega this week for the Geico 500. So that'll be 250 miles of Talladega. So next Thursday, back to the super
I
speedways.
feel like I just got in the car.
Yeah, because you did. You've only been in the car 10 minutes.
There's only 7 minutes to go.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when we have to pit halfway through the first stint and the whole window gets shifted.
So weird.
You're like coming in as a pitcher for mop-up duty. Like, you know, it's like 9-2 in the ninth, and they just have to throw
Just gonna
an arm
close it
out
out.
there, so it's like, whatever, let's just finish this game. This is what they call a low-pressure situation in baseball. Or low leverage, sorry, I should say.
There you go.
But yeah, I run NIS on Thursdays. We typically do this
P2 behind me is
every...
just vibing also.
Yeah, pretty much. We typically every other Tuesday or every other Saturday, or every day but the one I want. Every other Sunday, we run IMSA Endurance with Ryan. Ryan's not a streamer, but he's cool. He's great. So we run with him, and then we do that. I want to work in more Photoshop in the streams schedule, so that will probably be on the off week Friday, if that makes any sense. So probably the weeks that we don't have IMSA Endurance, I'll probably do a Photoshop stream. And yeah, that's what I do. I play a lot of racing games. I mostly play iRacing, but I'm friends with a lot of people who play not iRacing, so it's kind of fun. I'm kind of known as the iRacing person in our circle. But it's a lot of fun to stream this stuff and explain it and show you what it is and everything, and do that, and then go send you to somebody playing something completely different. That's typically what I do.
Cap says I'm turning laps that are faster than everybody else on track right now.
Goddamn right, you're fussing P2s right now. They're checking us to see if we put a GTP in that car.
Yeah.
This is actually a 963.
Low fuel, fresh tires. That'll do it.
That'll do it. Low fuel, fresh tires. Oh no, I'm gonna miss the last game of the Raptors season. Oh no.
You sound very disappointed.
No, I'm not.
In front pits, now after 6 laps.
Team's terrible this year, so. They were always going to be terrible this year, though, so. I think at one point they lost like 19 games in a row or something. It was a rough stretch. Yeah, they're really bad this year. I mean, they lost the Pistons for the Pistons to break that long streak they were on, so.
Oh, wow.
They were the team that lost to them, so. I don't even know where I'm going to send y'all after this stream. Who streams on Sunday afternoons? Yeah, I literally got nobody streaming after this. I could send you to Midnight Sumo, which is a channel that airs sumo illegally. That's pretty much all I got to throw to y'all. I would throw you to like Reska, but Reska's not streaming today, I don't think. Typically Reska's who I throw it to on Sundays, but I don't think he's streaming. Amy is not streaming. Sadia isn't streaming. I like watching her. She's great. She plays mostly Dark Souls and Helldivers.
Gene Kelly ahead of you lost 19.861 on the last lap.
Yeah, we can't really contend for anything, so just bring it home.
Yep. Having fun turning laps here.
Oh yeah, that's all we can do. Is just have fun, right? So
There you go.
let's have fun. Watch out, slow one on the left. Looks like they got it going again.
Yeah, I think they did.
Yep. Just kind of vibing now. 2 minutes to go. Pretty much married to where we are in class. Enjoying my beverage. Gonna make lunch. Start.
I think we were
Laundry.
running about 12 or 13 when I had the accident earlier, right?
Yeah, I think we recovered to pretty much where we were. We started 10th and we lost a few
Gene Kelly in
spots
front
at the
of us has
start.
lost
So yeah, I'd say we're
14.06
probably about where we
recently.
were. We basically got back to where the incident was.
Yep.
Went back to the scene of the crime and I'm happy with our effort today. I
Yeah.
am. I genuinely am.
Could have been a top 10,
Silas
but who knows
Jensen,
what else
car
could have happened.
37 ahead of us,
Exactly.
lost
Yeah.
10.4
You can't get
just
too mad
recently.
about it. I'm content with our effort today. I think you did a
Yep.
really good recovery run. So, and I'm
Thank you,
happy
so
with
did
my
you.
run, so
Yeah.
happy with my stint. So,
So I was gonna send it. I'm gonna let him.
yeah, nothing to fight for at this point. Just vibe. We can't gain a lap, we can't lose a lap. So,
Yep.
and we didn't even hit the incident limit.
Wild.
Yeah, because it was
Oh.
looking real sketchy there for a minute, but it still is looking sketchy actually.
Yeah.
But
What a gaggle of P2s here right at the end.
yeah, right at the end. Like it was looking real sketchy there because you were really racking them up, but it looks like we're gonna be okay. So
Yeah,
You're now on a
that
zero-stopper strategy.
yeah, the first hour or so was rough on
it was
the
rough.
incidents.
It was rough, but come in, steady the rudder, and bring it home.
Yep. Yep.
That's what we do. Last
White
lap.
flag.
White flag. Still can't believe we had no GTPs.
I know, right?
It's crazy.
That's wild.
Up to P13. You end with 1.18 gallons. Good job, ma'am.
I think we're done, but run one more. I'm still
All right.
seeing white flag, but DRE made it sound like the race was over, so. I think DRE got a little confused.
Yeah, I've still got white flag, and everybody else still seems to be racing.
Yeah, so go after it. Yeah. Keep digging.
Yeah.
A few more corners to go. Keep digging. Oh, this guy's gonna do a dumb dive on this guy, isn't he? Yep.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
That's for position, also.
Oh yeah, for sure. Then yeah. He's gonna try and cross him up. He's gonna see if he overshot it. No, he did it.
Yep.
Nice,
Oh, what a
clean
move.
pass.
What a move.
Clutch. clutch. It's my favorite kind of purse, a clutch.
P13 in class.
All
Beautiful.
right.
P13. Great work, Ryan.
Thank you. Great work for you too.
Absolutely. Love it. Great work,
Very
everybody.
good middle stint.
It was all right.
It was fun.
I
It
haven't
was
looked at
solid.
the lap times. I was a
It was
little...
solid, which is what you need.
Yeah, I'm not fast, but I'm definitely consistent. So that's
There you
what
go.
I pride myself on. So good work. Let's get a picture of the
Hey,
car.
thank you.
Because, again, if we don't take a picture, then how will anybody know that we raced?
That's right.
That's social media for you. Bandicam. Let me take pictures, Bandicam. Whoa, Black Betty, Bandicam. All right. By the way, this is what the car looks like. I should have probably shown you, but there we go. Now we got a screenshot. Okay, cool. Awesome. Brand. Fantastic. All right. Yeah, that was fun. Bring it on
Very
home.
fun.
We'll see what kind of damage we had. P13 in class. That's where we ended up. We basically ended up right to where we were when we got wrecked. Had a really good run. I had a good middle stint. Ryan closed the door nicely after the incident earlier. Had a really, really good recovery race. So it was really good recovery from the incident early. I'm very happy with it. Very happy with it. I ran clean. I had 3 incidents, which is great because my safety rating is kind of sus right now for my standards. So I'm happy with it. So I'm sure Ryan echoes the same thing. Ryan had a really good,
Yes.
yeah, Ryan had a really good recovery too. So
I think I'm probably gonna lose SR for this, but
you
whatever.
will. I hate to be blunt, but you will because of just like nothing. I mean,
That's the
nothing
way it
you can
works.
really do. You got a 4X and
I
like
got a
you're
lot
gonna,
of incidents.
yeah.
Got a lot of
But
X's, so yeah, that's what happens.
I now learned my lesson. Next time I'm not doing this solo. Yeah, these races are just a little too hard to do solo. You can do them, and I did almost do it. I feel like this is a bad place to do them solo. Watkins Glen is super easy to do this solo. That's a super easy place to do solo IMSA endurance. Road America is probably also the same way. But places with long straightaways, it's easy to do. But Road Atlanta is just too frantic. Just way too frantic. Mosport, way too frantic. You got to split it. Like I like to run them in teams. Like I like to run it with Ryan here because like it's fun to run it with a partner and like it's fun to be able to cosplay as an IMSA driver pairing. You know,
Exactly.
like it's just a little too much for me to do solo. I could do the Michelin Pilot Challenge races solo. I don't mind doing those 2 hours solo, but those cars are going significantly slower than these, right? And you're not, the lap traffic you're dealing with is it, especially in TCR, it's GT4s, so they're not too much faster. So you're not really dealing with it too much there. GT3 endurance might be a little different though because you're all GT3s. But yeah, that's basically where I'm at with it. So yeah.
I bet the GT3 only race would be less intense.
Yeah, because you're not getting traffic. Like
Yeah.
you're not getting prototypes on you all the time, right? So I'm telling you, you want to know what I wish we had on iRacing? And I'm gonna be. This is such a weeaboo thing to say. I wish we had a GT500 Super GT car. You know, like the Nissan 400Z or like the Supra or like the Honda Civic that they race in Super GT now.
Oh
Just
yeah,
wild. It's a Super G. It's a 500. Like it's a basically quicker than a fucking DPI car, like GT looking car. Like it's a silhouette of a GT car, but it's faster than a DPI. That's a Honda Civic because Japan is wild and amazing.
yeah.
If we had like a
Sounds
Super
fun.
GT equivalent where we could race like GT 500 with GT3, which is the GT 300 class, I would be on that like like a bee on honey. I would absolutely love to do that. That's me being a weeaboo again. I'm a motorsports weeaboo, but like I love the Japanese motorsports culture. It's so cool and so great. So, yeah, I'd love to do that, but that would be fun because those races are like 3 hours. They're like this, but it's with a GT500 car, which is like insane. Have you ever seen those GT500 cars like on YouTube or whatever? Ryan?
I haven't. No.
Oh my god, I'm gonna send you links after this. It's
I've heard.
fucking
I think my only exposure to them is hearing you talk about them.
right now. They're
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah.
They shared a rule set with DTM. So they were the same
Oh,
cars
neat.
as
Okay.
DTM cars, but DTM kind of imploded during the pandemic. Like all the manufacturers pulled out, so DTM had to shift to being a GT3 championship, which is hilarious because they're like, "Oh, we had DTM. Look at us. We have all the fancy DTM stuff." And then it's like, "Oh, now we are GT3 championship." And it's like, well, everybody has GT3s, so like the luster's gone on DTM.
Yeah. Yeah. Who cares? GT3s.
But GT500, I always make the joke that Japan is like the closest thing to going to a foreign country or to a foreign planet. Like it is the closest thing to going to a foreign planet in the world. And GT500 has, I could paint a car that makes it look like a GT300 car, but I don't think it would do it justice as to just how batshit insane Japanese Super GT cars look. Because they put like anime characters on the side, there's sponsors in kanji on the side. You don't understand what's going on. Bertrand Baguette isn't like a prominent ride. It's crazy. It's an amazing series. It's so weird, but but the cars are sick. Like the GT500 cars are sick. I'll find videos of them for you. They
sounds
race
sick.
They race the Toyota Supra now, the Nissan 400Z, the new Z that's out, and the Honda Civic, which is crazy because it replaced the NSX, and the NSX, because of the rule change, had to be front engined for the rule set, which is crazy because like the NSX is a mid-engine car. And you know what the craziest part about it is? It wasn't the first time that they had to make the NSX a front engine car for Super GT. They had to do it before. They had to do it before, and they had to do it. And then Honda was
Then had
like,
to do it
well,
again.
we're not going to do a new NSX. So then they had to race a weird like HSV 010, which iRacing got the rights to. And they were like, we're going to bring this to the service in like 2010. But none of the Japanese teams gave them data. So they couldn't make it. And it was iRacing in 2010. It isn't iRacing today, right? So it's
Yeah.
a little different. But I think the one promising thing about the Iron Curtain of motorsports in Japan, as I like to say, is that Super Formula is on the service. And I think that kind of gives some people, hopefully in Super GT, a little bit of a vibe that, oh, maybe we could put this car in iRacing. Because
And it seems like Super Formula has been very popular so
it's
far.
extremely. I love those cars. I drove them for the first time on Tuesday, and it was so much fun. Like that car was so much fun to drive on Tuesday. Like
Nice.
it's an open wheeler, which is something that I don't typically race. I don't typically do open wheel stuff, especially like high power open wheel stuff like that. But I drove it, and I was just running the iRacing default fix sets, and it was so fun to drive. Like I was spinning it off the corner a couple times, which, you know, I just don't know how to drive the car, but like the more I drove it, the more I was like, okay, I'm kind of getting to grips with this. This is neat. I like this. So I think I'm going to race that more. So yeah. So all right, we're gonna wrap things up here on the stream, Ryan. We're gonna say bye to the people because we got an ad rolling out here in like 2 minutes, anyways. So
All right.
hopefully the people can avoid the ad. I don't really have anywhere to send y'all. So if you have anybody to suggest for a raid who's streaming right now in chat, let me know and we'll go see them. I really don't want to raid anybody that I don't like. I just don't want to randomly raid somebody, but we might have to. Because I like to raid people. I don't like to like. Well, okay, that just
doing well. I
autoplay
need
the
to,
audio. Okay, thank you.
raise up
Appreciate
your
it. Let me mute this. Thank you. There we go. And then that way we can send you to somebody. Do I recognize any of these people? A lot of people streaming right now. A lot of people in languages that are not English.
Mhm.
Hey, we show up. We show up right like fourth row, fifth row. We have 9 viewers, so we're like up there,
Nice.
which is nice. We ain't as fancy as some of these people that got 60, you know. We ain't that fancy, but I don't know who to send. I don't have anybody to send you to. All right, here's what we'll do. Here's what we'll do. Here's what we'll do. I'm going to send you to Outsider 420.
Hell yeah.
I have never met this person before in my life. They appear to be racing, I think, Production Cup Challenge at Summit Point. Their description of their stream right now is, "Can't we all just smoke weed and chill out?"
Yes.
All right. Unfortunately, one of their tags is "Don't tread on me," but we'll take the good with the bad here, okay? So we will raid him because we got nobody else on. So we'll help out Outsider 420. Drop him a follow, don't drop him a follow. I don't care. Whatever. Here you go. I'm keeping the content train rolling. So here you go. And we'll see you next time. I'll be back on Tuesday for Tuesday Night iRacing. Ryan, say bye to the people.
Goodbye, people. Fun
Goodbye,
racing.
people. It was fun. Thank you for watching. And we shall head out to Outsider 420. Blaze it. He's celebrating my birthday a week early. So, you know, let's go. All right. Bye.